have no clue what the hell this is gonna be about, but apparently they might be having sex on a raft, which is kind of hot, but also sounds inappropriate for Twitch, so hopefully I won't get banned. Let's find out.
1972.
November?
Nobody move! Nobody move!
I don't think anyone has sex in November, just being honest.
Bound for Mexico City is being hijacked. Terrorists.
Oh my god, there's barely any people on the plane.
Waving guns in the air as they break into the cockpit. Passengers cower face down against their meal trays. Except for this guy.
This guy.
He thinks to himself, smiling. This is too good to be true.
What? Wait, what does this have to do with a raft? We're on a plane. Why are we on the plane? I thought this would be about boats.
By Babel. Let's say you've got them to the
Babel!
test from a conference on theories of human
Did you know,
violence.
Chatty?
Seeing real danger up close and
YouTubers get
personal,
sponsored.
This is just fascinating. As soon as he can, he's furiously taking notes. Oh, how he wished the hijacking would never end. When alas,
what the
he's eventually
fuck?
set free, he thinks to himself, if only there was a way to replicate that scenario and study it. Well, Santiago is not only an anthropologist, he is a man with a very particular set of skills. Previously, he had worked with a man named Thor Heyerdahl, who was famous for arguing that Polynesians could never have figured out how to sail across the Pacific because white people hadn't taught them yet. It must
We're back to competitive racism! Get in, Chatty! Lay down your life on the line! You're just gonna sit there and take that? He just said something racist. What? What do you have to say in response? What do you have? Do you have any comeback?
have been South Americans getting lost and drifting ashore
parry
by
that
accident,
shit.
and he would, quote, prove it by himself drifting on a raft across the ocean. And then in 1969, he began a new experiment in which he built an ancient Egyptian raft and sailed it across the ocean. And for the sake of sending a good message, he invited a crew
like the thing that they put that one baby on before they sent him down the river.
Including one Santiago Genoves.
In the Bible.
So Santiago thinks to himself, what if you could discover the root cause of human violence and scientifically demonstrate the principles leading to world peace by building a raft and sailing it across the ocean. It may seem crazy.
This reminds me of my old video editing.
All you needed to achieve fame in psychology was grab a bunch of college students and ask, dude, what would happen if we put them in a prison and made them fight each other? The plan was simple. Santiago had found that certain male apes would use violence to claim ovulating females. Therefore, humans, same thing. I mean, you'd kind of have to assume.
Wait. I'm sorry. This girl is so hot. This girl is so... Wow. I love this art style. Bring this back.
Violence to claim ovulating females. Therefore, humans, same thing.
Thank you for the 4 months. This birthed a generation of monster fuckers, by the way.
Ignore the existence of women, gay men, and most non-binary folks, but it's the 70s. That shouldn't be too hard. To prove his hypothesis, he would assemble from across the globe and without a common language, a group of 20-somethings that he found personally attractive and stick them on a raft for 3 months, which meant that objectively they would all try to bang.
No, okay, he's cucking himself.
To get down with each other, the 4 men would have to compete over the 6 women. Wait, hang on a second. Well, the point is, it would be really sexy, and they would all get pent up and awkward around each other. And then if anybody did the deed,
this could be a great hentai plot.
On board, so they'd feel super guilty about it, and that would bubble over.
This is psychological torture.
Santiago placed ads in a bunch of international newspapers, and finally,
Can you imagine explaining this to your other scientist friends and you're just like, hey, I've got this idea for an experiment. What if we got like 10 really sexy people and we just threw them on an isolated raft in the middle of the ocean? And like, I want them to fuck, but I also like, I'm gonna put a priest on there. And they're like, why a priest? And it's like, well, you know, I want them to give in to their basic instincts because it's like a force of God and they can't fight back against it. But I also want them to feel really bad about it later. This was studying for his weird pervert novel.
He assembles his crew of raftees at the Canary Islands.
And then the priest fucks them all. He said that they were adults,
Fortunate souls was Maria, the first woman from Sweden to graduate with a professional sea captain's degree. Santiago had specifically gone searching for a female captain, not because feminism, but because he wanted to make the men on board feel emasculated by taking orders from a woman. Listen, I'm sorry, it's just science. Taking orders from a licensed captain makes you a cuck. She arrives and is a little concerned with the raft's condition. It has no motor, a pitiful sail, hardly any ability to steer. It just kind of floats according to the wind and the currents. Santiago tells her,
thank you for the 25 months, Bubba.
I know it's dangerous, but don't worry. I don't think the crew has realized it yet.
Oh, and did I mention literally no one besides the captain had any sailing experience? Also on board, a photographer named Esuke, who joined the boat.
Was this like the 1900s version of the Titanic submersible?
Thinking he'd be documenting the experiment,
It's got the
not
same
participating in it, and a woman named Mary who was escaping an abusive partner who'd nearly killed her, only to find herself on a raft where the researcher intended to light a powder keg of constant stress and danger with sex-fueled violence. Aside from those few highlights, Santiago also did his best to make sure everyone had some desperate reason to get back home if things got hairy, i.e. lots of people married with kids.
This guy is so sadistic, holy shit.
That way maybe they'd have a reason to turn on each other at the last minute. You should have seen the job interview he put them through just to get on the boat.
What the hell?
It started off pretty normal with questions like,
So, how do you handle conflict? What if someone confronted you about an issue on the raft?
and then quickly devolved into,
Would you kill one of your fellow crewmates?
what? No,
What would drive you to kill somebody?
Oh my god, imagine that you go to this interview and you're like, oh, he wants to make sure that like we're like not crazy people. But he literally picks all of the people who are hot and then say, I don't know, I don't really like conflict. I'm not good with conflict. Honestly, if this is gonna have a lot of conflict, I don't want to be in it, okay? So just ignore me, you know, just tell me to leave now if there's gonna be any conflict on the boat. And he was like fucking jerking off when they said that.
What might push you over the precipice into the dark abyss of the human psyche? That raw animalistic furor we try so hard to suppress.
They hadn't even made it out of the harbor before Captain Maria's boyfriend tried to put the kibosh on the whole thing. Hey! Hey! Oh, thank God.
Hey!
Babe, have you actually read this contract?
Why? What's in it?
You basically gave all
Women
your rights away to
reading? That's
Santiago.
illegal.
Like, all of them.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound, I guess.
The first
my
few
God, and
days
she
went
still
by
stayed.
without incident. The volunteers all tended to their duties on board, and they started to open up to their new family. The only
Their new
odd
family.
part of their routine was Santiago
abandoned everything on
passing
the
out
land.
his daily questionnaire, trying to gauge everyone's private thoughts. Stuff like, who do you feel closest to?
Ooh.
Annoys you the most? If you could get rid of one of the others, who would it be? And how do you like my
He was
raft? It's pretty
instigating
good, huh?
so hard.
Then, as the days go by, the coast
This guy, I feel like this might actually be Mr. Beast's previous life.
line fades away.
He's, like, trying
and
to
the
make
birds in the
content out of
sky
this.
disappear.
Arbitrator, thank you for the
only
16
thing
months.
For miles
Bye-bye.
around
Yeah,
is the
almost two
yawning
babies.
chasm of the sea. Everyone's just having a good time. The lack of privacy was a bummer, but the raft floats along all on its own, so everybody takes the time to relax with a nice book and enjoy the fresh sea
Donald
breeze
Duck.
over the summer air. So Santiago
Copyright
takes away all
stricken.
the books. They're banned. They're ruining the experiment. No more books. And now he waits for every fleeting touch, every sensual glance to build until the crew is taken by a crescendo of uncontrollable lust.
But it's all
They're
cheating
they're
because
singing
you
songs.
he said
They're
that
playing
he got
games and
people who were
laughing and singing
families.
songs. Santiago eventually has to confront one of the
I
girls
can't even
on
be
board
excited
while
about
she's
the
alone
sex
and
boat.
ask her,
Would you be willing to have sex with...
No, no.
No, not with me. With the other men on the boat. Please?
Not with me.
No.
He starts spicing up the questionnaire. If you could become intimate with anyone on board, who would it be? Have you thought about them often? Do
Have
they
you
know?
thought about them often?
And then
He's
one
literally
day,
jerking
Ship
off
meeting,
over this
ship
shit.
meeting. Very important science conversation. Now, as you all know, we are here for a very important reason, and I think you are all forgetting that. This could be the answer for violence.
Imagine getting handed that questionnaire and you're like, in your head, you're like, something's going on here. Something feels wrong. But it's too late. You're out in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Prejudice, for hate. We could be looking at peace on Earth, so I need you
Peace
all
on
to
Earth!
get busy.
I do that every
I
day.
have with me your confidential questionnaires, and Jose Maria, you are unanimously the hottest guy on this boat. Edna very much wants to have sex with you. Now,
Can you imagine like that happening, like you just get pulled to the side and it's like, whoa, every girl on this boat wants to fuck you.
Oh, Edna, Jose Maria said you were the most annoying woman he has ever met.
That's what it's like to be the protagonist of a harem anime.
All they did. They talked about their feelings and they worked it out. Now, that isn't to say nothing ever went down on the raft. Santiago noticed that Edna was looking interested at Charles, and maybe that would be his window into the soul. And finally,
What?
the two
He's
hooked
just a
up. And
pervert.
then,
He's just a
couple
pervert.
nights
He's
later,
just a voyeur.
She also hooks up with
He
Eisuke.
likes the cock
And
chair.
here we go. Drama's happening. This is...
War für mich nicht aus Liebe, sondern mehr aus guter Freundschaft.
And Santiago
Oh my god,
goes,
there's video
no,
of
no.
this. What?
You're supposed to be competing. There is no free love on my sex raft.
It's been maybe 50 days, and Santiago is concerned that his crowning glory of an experiment is turning up nothing. When reading aloud everyone's private thoughts didn't ignite enough aggression in the group, he starts making things up. He'd whisper into people's ears in the dead of night,
I heard Jose Maria.
I'm going to invite people to my sex raft, and I will prove that humanity at its core is evil. Wait, the humans aren't being evil enough. Let me start making shit up!
Thinks you're a
This is like the Joker in Batman.
it didn't even matter.
He's like, you'll see who people really are when you push them to the brink. Yeah, dude's gonna die!
Anymore if they were mad at each
You-
other
you-
or just
oh, you
mad
think
in
you
general.
fucking
He
could?
started throwing buckets of
People
water
act
in
different
people's
in
faces
life
and
or death
slinging
situations.
racist
Oh my
attacks,
god,
because
Joker, you're a
how is
fucking
he supposed
genius.
to solve world peace if they don't start hitting each other? The only person who ever seemed to get aggressive was Santiago himself. Besides risking the biggest move in his career,
Isn't this how reality TV shows work? Yes. Anything you see in a reality TV show is fake, bullshit, and they pick specifically the moments that had the most drama and then they don't show everything else. I don't want to watch Love Island because it looks like pure slop.
thing about having to take orders from
I
women,
think something
you know,
about
it
your
just didn't
humanity
sit well with
changes
him.
if you
When
watch
the
Love
captain warned
Island.
him they would be passing through the Caribbean in hurricane season, Santiago tells her,
risking our lives is part of the experiment. You know how it is. You signed the waiver. Sounds to me like you care about getting home
They
safely
did sign the
more than
waiver,
doing
to
proper
be fair.
science.
Yes, I am.
Well, there's your problem.
Or when the rudder broke and the only licensed scuba diver on board tried to fix it, Santiago stepped up to say,
No. This isn't a job for a woman. I'm in charge here. I'm going to do it.
he nearly drowned. Surprise, surprise, the crew is finally getting a little upset, but he measures it not by reading the room, but by having them all draw trees.
Aha, he thinks to himself. You can hide your sexual
Hilo,
escapades
thanks.
from me,
That
but
was
you
good.
cannot hide your subconscious. You see? Last week you drew a tree with larger roots, but now
That's
the
the ball
branches are
sack.
bigger. A clear sign of growing
The ball
aggression.
sack in the,
The way he
cock!
describes his volunteers in his journal over time starts to sound more and more like some sort of Byronic reflection on the human condition. They
He
catch
really
a
is the
small
Joker.
shark
I
one
knew
day
it.
instead
I
of a
made that
fish,
joke.
so
He
Jose
stole my
Maria
joke.
grabs the axe so they can eat it, and in Santiago's mind, it's like a cannibalistic cabal.
He struck the beast with a savage instinct from the dark recesses of the mind, and the
What the
crew
fuck?
gathered to feel the flesh that was still warm with life. It's mob mentality, and to think I have placed myself among the mob.
Not hungry?
Back! Back, foul creatures! Wicked and unholy hive mind, back! I must hide the axe, just in case.
Things only got worse for poor Santiago as they enter the
I
Caribbean
feel like this
Sea.
is just
he receives news from the
unbridled
outside world
autism
and is
that hasn't been
shocked
checked.
and appalled
Like,
to
maybe his
discover
family
that
had
all
too
the
much money.
newspapers are reporting about the sex
So he never
on
got
his sex
shamed for his
raft
autistic
and not
traits.
his pure-hearted quest for world peace and science. His university doesn't like the association, and his job may be in genuine jeopardy. But he hears something else on the radio that gives him hope. They're sailing straight into a hurricane.
Sir,
He was for
there's a
sure a
hurricane
proto VTuber fan. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, okay? Stop beating yourselves up. Stop being negative towards yourselves. VTuber watchers are actually very nice and very sweet. You want to know why? Because they're nice and they're sweet to me. And you want to know else? They raised like over $1 bajillion for the fucking Immune Deficiency Foundation or whatever the fuck they're called. Literally so much money in a short amount of time, all all VTuber viewers and VTubers, okay? So give yourself a pat on the dick and say, I'm actually not that bad of a person. Because you want to know what? At least you didn't form VShojo and steal money from a fucking charity. And then also not actually ever give or plan on giving merch to any of the fans who purchase merch. Just using it as like a free loan, okay?
Bearing down on us.
You
We'll
didn't
need
do
to take
that.
shelter in the nearest port.
No! That will contaminate my pure and pristine experiment.
You asked me to be captain, and as captain, I am not going
As
to put our
captain?
lives in jeopardy like that.
Don't worry,
Wait, why the
Maria.
fuck would you ask a woman
I
to be
am
captain?
the captain now. Some of you may die.
I said that on pure instinct. What I mean by that is... I got nothing.
But that is a risk I'm willing to take. Everyone inside the cabin, start praying to your gods.
By the grace of God, the storm just barely scrapes them and they're able to make it out alive.
I got nothing.
But
Stop
it starts
asking.
to dawn on them that their new captain nearly killed them all.
You
For the
asked
first
a woman to be captain because you were trying to rage bait the men. Oh my god, true! Right. Cause he's trying to like piss everybody off to make them mad at each other and cause conflict for his like content YouTube drama channel. And then after he does that, like you make the woman the captain, so you emasculate the men on the boat. Oh my god, it's genius.
time people start
They
talking.
explained it earlier. Did I miss
maybe
it?
if they had to, Eisuke could bump him overboard. And maybe everyone could get together and overdose
I'm a
him
baka.
with Edna's medication, Agatha Christie style. Anything could happen at sea. Only a couple days later, the crew awoke to see a mountain on the water, a
Chatty, I'm
fully loaded
womansplaining the
freighter
video to
bearing
you.
down on them. There's no response on the radio. Manly man Santiago starts freaking out. If this thing hits them, they are dead. Period. Only Maria steps forward to give orders. She can't do much, but she can do something. They steer the raft as far away as possible and light up a signal flare and wait. And barely, just barely, the freighter turns and passes them by. The crew once again started listening to the captain that took them out of life-threatening situations. As Mexico finally appears on the horizon, the crew
Wait, she
spends
did a
their
good
final
job?
days cheering and singing and dancing, and Santiago lies sick in his bed, pondering life and death and
He's
how
so pissed that
was
his
the
evil
only
plot
behavior
didn't
that might have
work.
put himself and everyone else on the wrong side of that line. When the raft finally washes up on the shore, he holds a final meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it. And I want to say, I think, despite everything, I think this experiment was a success. Although I think maybe it says more about me than about humanity.
Santiago, that's really...
So I apologize if I offended anyone, okay? Maybe I'm not a qualified captain,
What?
but in my defense, I was never impolite about anything. Okay,
What?
adios. I hope you all bought plane tickets.
What a fucking beta cuck. This fucking guy, actual beta cuck. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He learned nothing. He accomplished nothing. Every single plan was foiled. He is a literal edgelord. Edgelord scientist. Holy shit. How embarrassing. Siri is a little wild. What?
Now unplug me.
What?
You heard me, Phil. Unplug me.
Is this clanker fetish content? Why would you send me this? You know how I feel about them.
Okay.
Now plug me back in.
Why?
Just fucking plug me back in, Phil.
Okay.
Now unplug me. Plug me. Unplug me.
There are people finding this sexy right now. If you're attracted to clankers, get out of my stream. You're not welcome
Yes.
here. Your kind isn't welcome
Phil,
here.
Phil. Yes, right there, Phil.
Who the hell? What the fuck did I just watch? What's with the song in the background? Disgusting. Disgusting content. Never again. It's Lucy Pyre coming in with a chair. Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa! Those are my tits! Oh, look at my power walk. Oh, look at that power walk. Oh, the way that I walked in there, actually, is that not Kino? Is that not Kino? Is that not high quality? That was pretty good, right? I was like, oh, like did I aura farm with my walk? Did I aura farm? It was good, right? Were you excited when you saw me walk in? Analysis, the effects of salt. Salt can increase your heart rate and stress on you. I don't think any of that is true. I think that's all
In
false.
fighting games, win quotes have traditionally been one of the few
Oh.
moments you can learn about a game.
Holy! Juddy, do you think this person has a side job or... There's no way you draw something like this and you don't do a little bit of a different type of drawing on the side.
Character's backstory.
In fact, it feels like maybe this started out as his side job and then he got contacted and he was like, hey, can you do some work for my fighting game? And he was like, yeah, do you mind if it's a little bit creative with the posing?
And personality. But in the first Street Fighter, you would actually see a lose quote each time you defeated your
What strength? But don't forget there are many guys like you all over the world. What the fuck? Me when I lose, but I'm like, you're all the same. And then I cough up blood and I die.
The first
on
line
the
is a
street.
compliment, but the very next sentence is pretty salty. Sometimes a lose quote
Yeah,
can
it is
say
salty.
more about
Don't be so proud. I pulled my punches when we fought. I love a sore loser.
someone than their win quote, and this is why there's a Twitter user known as ScrubQuotesX whose feed is full of salty lose quotes from people who lost in a fighting game.
Nice
Losing
throw button,
sucks,
big
and it's why
skill.
game developers have made all sorts of ways to make it suck less. There are now checkpoints, continues, difficulty levels, hints, and of course,
Unless you're playing a FromSoft game, then they'll just put 3 fucking phases in the bitch-ass boss fight, and then there are no checkpoints, and you just have to do the whole thing from the beginning all over
the
again.
white Tanuki suit.
This everyone's a winner stuff is a bunch of bullshit. If you suck, you should lose.
Generally, you can
If you suck, you should lose!
reduce the amount of losing by making a game easier to beat, but this doesn't work with head-to-head competitive games because both players are trying to win. No matter how easy or accessible you make
Yeah,
the
you said the
game,
thing.
one of the two players is going to lose.
Paper covers rock. This is my room. No!
This means one
I love Meatwad. I like the way Meatwad talks.
on one games
I
will
miss
necessarily
Meatwad.
result in half the player base experiencing a loss at any given time, and this generates a lot of salt and consequently a lot of complaints.
You lose.
That's a
you
lot
feel
of
bad and
insult
you
for a
stop
video.
playing. DBFZ is really easy to play, but if someone's better than you, you don't get to play. Casuals just don't want to get steamrolled in a fighting game.
What is it about these games that make people so salty to the point where salt
But that's the destiny of the casual in a fighting game. If you don't want to get steamrolled in the fighting game, don't play the fighting game. Because that's how fighting games work.
is ingrained in fighting game culture, and how does it affect us?
You gotta be salty after that, because he had
won the previous round.
The answer lies in the heart
Real
of scrub
gamer
quotes.
rage.
If you look at these comments, there's an underlying theme that
Dude, I'm gonna follow this account after this fucking video. No, after this video, but after this stream because holy shit, I love
that's
that.
repeated over and
What a
over
great
again.
idea for a account.
Fairness. Sense of fair play has been demonstrated by primates in an experiment involving 2 capuchin monkeys in cages.
Can you imagine what would happen to monkey society if you made like monkey fighter games and forced them to play it, and then you gave them bananas if they won?
Next to each other. After being completely fine eating cucumbers,
That's
the monkey
evil,
on the
but
left
I think it
sees
should
the
happen.
other one getting the more delicious
I think
grape
this is
for
the
doing
evil
same
science
task.
experiment that should be allowed.
to us now. Gets again cucumber.
The result is
Oh my
primal
god!
rage. This inspired similar experiments like the one with wolves pressing a buzzer to get food. According to the researcher, when the
Who
inequity was
crashed out?
greatest, they stopped working. I think he was so frustrated he broke the apparatus.
That's
the wolf
crazy.
literally rage quit and broke his controller. These parallels to human behavior might seem kind of funny, but the experiments were designed to put the animals in an actual unfair situation. In fighting games, people get into situations that seem unfair, but it's usually because they're lacking certain knowledge or skill. For example, if you don't know
Oh man, that's the most rage-baity, salt-inducing thing you could say. People feel like it's unfair, but they're actually just lacking skill. Is it on purpose? Did you do that on purpose, dude? Holy
how to
shit!
block in Street Fighter, it's simply impossible to escape this. Because no amount of button mashing will change this situation, Salty Guy might be compelled to say,
My buttons don't work.
if he learns his buttons work fine,
Oh, my
he might
buttons
accuse
don't
his
work.
opponent
Oh, my
of playing
controller. Oh, my
dishonorably.
lag.
That move is broken.
I like to call this the Scrub Lord's Prayer, which goes like this. My controls weren't working, and if they were, you were playing dishonorably. And if you weren't, you were playing without skill. And if you were, it's not fun to play that way. And if it is, then you only care about winning. We know all of this is
Okay, I have to read this.
it's not fun to
I have
play
to read
that
this.
way.
I have to read
and
this.
if it is, then you only care
Okay, Okay. My controls weren't working. And if they were, you were playing dishonorably. And if you weren't, you were playing without skill. And if you were, it's not fun to play that way. And if it is, you only care about winning.
Care about winning. We know all of this is nonsense because Guy just doesn't know how to block. Of course, it's easy to roll your eyes here because it's so patently obvious his salt is talking, but people can also say these things at higher levels of play. Blocking a sweep might be obvious.
I'm not gonna lie, I love video game salt. I fucking love video game salt. I especially love listening to video essays that are just pure video game salt, where it's like the person is like, this thing in this game is bullshit, and I continue to think it's bullshit even after I lost, so I made a whole fucking 2-hour-long video essay about how I think it's bullshit. Like, it's awesome. Just the way that you can filter salt down into its essence, its purest form, and produce 5 million Salt from Soft critique videos.
To most of you, but not as many will understand why Ryu is able to hit Sagat here when his foot doesn't even come close to him.
His name is what?
Normally this attack will whiff crouching opponents.
Oh, I thought that was a
his kick
slur.
is
I was
too
like,
high.
whoa, who,
Makes sense.
mods? Why
But
did
if
you approve
block
this
an
video?
attack standing and crouch right afterwards, there's a brief moment where this game treats you like a standing opponent even when you're visibly crouching. This is how Ryu is able to hit Sagat even when it looks like he's kicking the air. For players learning about this for the first time, it can understandably seem like an unfair exploitation of a glitchy game engine.
You're just exploiting a bug.
But for players who have seen this 100 times, it's just called fuzzy guard break, and it's an extra option that gives the
Fuzzy
game
guard
intentional
break.
depth without breaking it.
Dashing under.
Even on Cammy.
This is why people say get good.
That does look
Things
pretty
seem
silly.
unfair until you find a good way to beat it.
God, she's hot.
But maybe all this get good talk sounds elitist. Is it possible that your complaint can be
said
legitimate
the
and not
thing.
just a result of salt? Seth Gillian had made the point that a win button for each player in a fighting game would actually be cheap. What's instructive about this thought experiment is that it reveals that the Scrub Lord's prayer would mostly be correct in this case. Using
What?
the win button is dishonorable, takes no skill, isn't fun to play, and shows that the user truly only cares about winning. But notice that the game is still completely fair because both players have a win button, but also notice how this new win button is incredibly unfair for people.
You want to know my toxic gamer thought? I feel this way about people who, like, anytime I struggle with a boss in, like, Bloodborne or Sekiro. Well, not Sekiro. This doesn't apply to Sekiro because it can't. But, like, in Bloodborne and in Dark Souls and in Elden Ring, when they're like, just change your build. Like, just change your build. Change your build, bro. Like, your build kind of sucks for this. Just get a different weapon. Just go get a different weapon. Get a different weapon. No! I'm not going to change my build to something I don't enjoy just to do more
Who
damage.
have learned how to play
It's
the game.
Baka. No.
This win button really
Chun-Li
de-emphasizes
wins.
footsies.
My cock.
Get good, scrub.
How
Fucking
can
got
something
him.
be so fair and unfair at the same time? It's because fairness can be interpreted in 3 very distinct, if not opposing ways. The first is called sameness, which is the idea that something should either apply to everyone or apply to no one. We like sameness when it's there to start competitors on the same
Hydration.
footing. Every player must win the same number of rounds to win a game, be able to choose the same character, and have
Oh.
access to the same buttons, even if it is a win
Good
button.
shit.
We don't like sameness if it starts to
Why
hurt
is
our
The Handmaid's Tale
individuality too
here?
much, for example,
Oh.
being forced to choose the same character. Kurt Vonnegut wrote a dystopian satire called Harrison Bergeron that
Damn, you know that this guy hates Super Smash Bros. Melee because of Fox only.
described a society where everyone was forced to be the same. Smart people had to wear noise radios to distract their thoughts, the strong had to wear weights, and the beautiful had to be masked. Kurt Vonnegut probably preferred buffs over nerfs. The second concept of fairness is called deservedness. It's the idea that if you succeed through hard work, skill, creativity, or cunning, you deserve all that you earn, a kind of individual freedom. If you lab the game so much
Are there any people, like, historically who got really good at fighting games who didn't put in thousands of hours and were just, like, naturally a genius at the game?
that you find an unorthodox strategy, a weird
When Lucy's in the pose, are her legs still attached to her body? Yes! How? What the fuck?
glitch, a deceptive hitbox, or an infinite hit combo, you see it as a potential tool or a thing to watch out for rather than calling the authorities. This Wild West mentality came from a time when games were very rarely patched.
Probably
and
not,
making
not
complaint-
really. Which makes it make sense. They've all worked hard to get to where they are. There is no talent trumps hard work.
Involved writing and sending an actual letter with a stamp you had to buy. The third type of fairness is need, which is the idea that
Learning
the ones
matchups
that are
alone
worse
takes a bunch
off
of
should
time.
be given some
It seems
sort of
like a
aid,
full-time job,
sometimes at the
honestly,
expense of
to
the
get to the
well-off.
top
You might have
upper
heard this referred
echelons
to
of
as
fighting games.
social justice. This includes things like comeback mechanics, balance patches, damage scaling, and the infinite prevention system in Skullgirls that makes sure you can't loop a combo forever. These regulations are needed to make sure the game doesn't break and remain competitively viable, but of course, that can be pretty subjective.
God, that guy's huge!
The reason why Street
mad.
Fighter 2's stun mechanic caused so much salt was because it violated the concept of need so badly. You're already doing bad because your opponent is constantly hitting you, but then the game says, because you did so
What?
bad, now you don't get to move or defend yourself. Now watch as you get your ass beat more. This sort of laissez-faire rich gets richer mechanic felt so unjust, local arcades made arcane rules where you were not allowed to hit anyone who was stunned, basically saying, sorry,
Oh
but
my
we
God,
don't play
really?
like that here.
We
Made-up
don't play
rules
like
in
that
arcades
here.
even happened in the old-school Korean Tekken scene, home of some of the best players in the world.
짠손 짠발이라든가 뭐 이런 기술들이 있어요. 그런 것들이랑 이제 쇼풍을 앉아서 기성화포로 때린다든가 이런 게
That's crazy. You start out bad, and then you get fucking stunned, and then you instantly die. Matches must have been over so quick.
하면은 약간 노매너라 약간 이런 게 있었다고 하더라고요. 제가 할 때는 이제 좀 그런 것들이 점차 누그러지고 있을 때 근데도 하면 약간 눈치 보이는
But making your own personal rules to an existing game like this is like appointing yourself as Grand Chancellor of the game's developers and its
They already
community,
do that.
but only having
Didn't they create like a whole mod of Super Smash Bros. Melee specifically so they could have tournaments with it?
a jurisdiction limited to the handful of people who don't want to waste time arguing with you. If you want real change, you have to let the developer know. Thanks to social media, everyone with a smartphone can complain about anything to anyone, and because games are so often patched these days, it can have a
This is the most base thing about Twitter, is being able to @ celebrities that will never see what you're saying and be mean to them or tell them to do something.
real influence. It's no wonder the designers of Tekken felt they had to do this.
Is there anything you want to tell the Tekken community that's tuning in? I guess this is all
Don't
he wants to
ask
say.
me for shit!
But for game designers, complaining about existing games kind of becomes your job. The very same salt that came from the stun mechanic has been converted into one of the most iconic features in gaming history.
One of the things about Street Fighter that annoyed me and I loved was when you get the other guy dizzy. That was such a bad feeling, and it was such a good feeling when you're the guy who's attacking him. I want to have that good feeling, but I don't want to
Was it a good feeling when you're the guy attacking them?
give the other guy the bad feeling. So we moved the dizzy to the end of the fight.
Everyone's saying yes. Of course, Extra says no.
For
He's
game
the
designers,
contrarian.
salt can be a driver of innovation. One of the most salt-inducing moves back in the day was also one of the most basic, throws in Street Fighter 2. Once referred to as a dark art, throws had been a zero-sum winner-take-all move where the first person to press the button at close range would throw their opponent for a ton of damage and excellent positioning. Players that understood its instant activation and deceptive range would be able to toss around their opponents like
My
ragdolls,
God, it's a
and
sumo
any OG
wrestler.
from the arcade days can tell you about the fights that broke out because of it. So when Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo
Yeah, if they get hit a lot, then they have shit defense, and that's their fault. Did this guy never lose ever?
came around, they introduced throw technique.
Did you just blame
where if you managed
yourself?
to
Are some
input
of you
throw
immune
within
to
13
salt?
frames after
Does
your
anyone
opponent
here
did
think
it,
they're
you
immune
not
to
only
game
take half
salt?
the damage, but literally land on your feet. This is the game lowering your salt levels by throwing you a bone and rewarding you for being close. Fast forward to modern fighting games, and now throw teching actually cancels the throw with no one getting hurt
Is the
at
Dragon
all.
Ball Z fighting
and depending on
game
the game,
Kino, or
one
is
of the
it
players
shit?
might be rewarded with a slight positional advantage. The thing to note here is that even the saltiest guy swimming in the Dead Sea while eating Dutch licorice is not going to complain
It's
about
good?
losing a slight positional advantage. This feels fair because it doesn't terribly violate any
It's
of the
good
three
too many
concepts of
Gokus. What the hell do you expect from a Dragon Ball Z fighting game?
fairness, and it might be why throw breaks have survived for so long. No one got salty enough to complain about it. Your modern fighting game and games in general are a culmination of innovations from past games to assure that the
Wait,
needs
she's
of the
hot
ever-increasing player base are
God, they
met.
put all the
But
sexy
long
bitches
gone
in
are the
fucking
days of
fighting
ruthless and
games.
punishing game designs with zero-sum gameplay that indiscriminately rewards one player and dumps all the salt onto the other. Who would want to go back to such a regressive time? Let me know in the comments the saltiest thing you've ever...
I can't even remember. If I got too salty, I probably blocked it out. I don't think I've ever salt posted. Wait, no. Yes, I have. I've salt posted on stream. But while I'm in the game, have I ever salt posted at somebody else? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I have been salt posted against. I've been salt posted against. Anytime I would play like a character in Super Smash Bros. That had a projectile and I dared to use it, my brother would get so mad at me. He'd be like, you fucking spamming projectiles, you're spamming projectiles. I used it like twice. You're spamming projectiles, fucking spammer.
Hey Corey, what's up? Nothing. I was just in the middle of recording and you kind of messed me up, but I'm just kidding. It's fine. What's up?
This is his homie. This is his bro. He probably kisses this
What's
guy.
it called?
You can hear it in the way they talk to each other that they make out.
Okay.
Like off stream, off video.
Really?
Cat!
So apparently, in the dark trenches of the FGC, there's a competitive scene out there that plays one of the cruelest and most sadistic fighting games ever made. It was never released outside of Japan, and rumor has it that people who played the game suffered from hypernatremia, making it literally toxic.
What the hell is
Released in
hypernatremia?
1994, the game is called Bishoujo Senshi Sailor Moon S.
Bishoujo! We were warned. We were warned. It was always in the fucking signs. Holy shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! It's in like 50%!
Fair. As you can see, these people make a mockery of fairness. This game has unbreakable throws, no damage scaling, invincible DPs
What the
with
hell?
no accountability, dash canceling from any normal,
But it's Sailor
guard
Moon,
canceling
it's
into
so
any
cute.
special, unlimited supers when low on health, and a fireball that does more damage on block than on
It's so
hit,
cute,
likely due
though.
to a programming error. Ever thought
It
a
kinda
character's
looks
dash
sad,
was
but
too
it kinda
good?
looks cute,
Sailor
too.
Uranus thinks it sucks. Do you even command grab, she says.
Do you even command grab?
Oh, no,
Whoa!
this is definitely bad. He doesn't have a health. But he might get it.
Oh.
Yes.
Holy damage. Holy shit, that's the fucking ground that covers. This is
And do you know why Sailor Mars is laughing here? It's because the company
That's
that
evil.
can nerf her chip damage is dead.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
This is the resulting anarchy that forms when there's no one to listen to what the zoning is cheating guy has to say. Sailor Moon
Zoning
S
is
the
cheating.
pre-John McCain MMA
What is
of
zoning?
fighting games.
Is that when you
Adapt or
control
get your
the
eyes
zone?
gouged out. It's amazing how the Toronto Sailor Moon community can enjoy such unregulated waifu cockfighting. It's almost as if they're part of a culture that celebrates salt as a driver of adaptation instead of a means to strong-arm game developers into patching out anything that seems remotely good. It's 2018. Get with the
Oh,
times
spamming
already.
projectiles.
You're still pissed off about my
Oh,
bras.
that's
Damn
what
right
my
I am.
brother hates, yeah. He's just mad because I'm super good at using chic, okay? I'm like chic pilled. I'm just number one. I'm best, bro. I'm fucking so good. I haven't played it in ages, but I'm the number one Zelda and chic player, just so you know. Hydration. Show us your tech with Zelda. Oh my god, one day we should have a stream and I'll show you all of my Zelda tech and the stream will last, I think, 32 seconds exactly. Exactly 32 seconds. Pretend you can afford a home with Zillow. I almost never do this, but the other day, because I'm thinking about moving, right? Like when my lease is up, I think about moving. So I was looking at places and like apartments, but then I got like drawn into houses and I was like, oh yeah, a $3 million house. If I save up for 50 years, maybe I could get a home one day.
The entire act of buying a home can be so stressful.
Do you ever just look at the houses and fantasize?
There's so much to consider. Is this neighborhood right? Does this home fit my life? Is it an issue that I have literally $0? Is this home perfect for me? It's all really overwhelming.
Perfect.
That's why I love
If you
wasting
liked
my
the
life
pictures,
on
it's
Zillow.
perfect.
With
Get
Zillow,
obsessed
you can
with
easily
it.
discover all the options. From up-and-coming neighborhoods to more established ones, Zillow helps you find the perfect home that you could absolutely never afford.
Zillow's map is a game changer. Not only can you use it to find the perfect location, but they upload pictures of the insides of the houses, which is amazing. You can look at them for hours. I know because I have.
Yeah, and it has a bunch of furniture that you won't have, and it's like a scam because if you buy it, it'll be like completely empty.
I'm at work. I haven't done anything today.
With Zillow's mobile app, you can check on the homes you see in your everyday life, like that one.
Wow,
Not
that's a
even in
house.
10 years.
When you finally find that perfect home, you know, the one that's still an ungodly amount of money but lands within a fake price range you somehow deemed reasonable, Zillow will link you with the real estate agent that's perfect for you. You can even check out other customers' reviews.
Oh my
to
god,
decide
there's
for
so
yourself.
many.
I mean, how
What
far
do
am I
real
gonna
estate
take this?
agents do?
The feature I love is being able to draw an exact map of the area I'm looking in. Then I start with more expensive homes and work my way down to a more manageable
money?
price. You know,
Shit.
a home that doesn't exist.
Birthday checks
Am I
still
a
make a
real
huge difference in my life.
Home ownership is a great investment in the
You
future.
might be a real estate agent
But
with
honestly,
that
I can't afford a
criteria.
security deposit right now.
Cynthia, the toilet is clogged again.
Zillow, for most of us, a full-blown fantasy.
Wow. I think I'm gonna go browse Zillow after this stream too. Oh, it's one of my. Okay, guys, I love these. I love watching these stupid creepy pastas with Chatty. They make me so happy. Wow, this is my moment. Okay, I finally get to feel joy. Let's go. It has no face. Okay. All right, this one. I've got good hopes for this one. I think the loop one was kind of compared to the first one we watched with the creepy
Everyone
smiling
has tales
people.
about the strange and
What?
bizarre.
Wait, who is this? Wait,
My
Chatty, is this not a model from like? Is that like a fucking Fortnite model? Team Fortress 2. What the hell? Why do they have this guy here?
My story is about how my ski mask saved my life and continues to save my life to this very
What the hell?
day.
Fortnite.
Late in
I don't
December,
know these
I
things.
was traveling north from California to my home state of Oregon. Nothing
Thank you
fancy.
for telling
I
us
was
which
just
direction
going to
Oregon
visit
is
the
in.
family for the holidays. On my way north, I hit a small snowstorm. Nothing awful, just a lot of snow falling at
What is
once.
that bobblehead?
I wasn't worried about the small increase of snow at first, considering I had snow tires installed before I started my long journey home.
Now I'm gonna be distracted because the protagonist is the guy from Team Fortress 2.
I did, however, get a little hesitant to drive when the snow started to really come down. The large amount of falling snow coupled with the large amount of already littering the ground as I traveled higher into the mountains caused me to consider finding a place to stay for the night. I figured I could get some sleep while the storm passed over. That and the fact that I could
You get
give
distracted
my
by
car
Team
seater a
Fortress
break
2?
before-
I get distracted when the fake character for the fake fucking... Whatever you call it, for the fake creepypasta is a character who already exists. Clanker-generated content. Where is this Clanker generated? Where is this Clanker generated? Where? Where? This is a fucking person role-playing. This is a person who does like fucking reading creepypasta out loud for money and ad revenue on YouTube. It's existed for ages. Do you fucking know that guy? The corpse husband guy? The guy who has the fucking condition that makes his voice super deep? That's how he got his fucking start. This is normal. This is not fucking Clanker content. You are so obsessed with Clankers. They have taken over your fucking mind. You can't listen or watch anything without thinking about Clankers. Stop, okay? We used to live in a society.
Or it would decide to burst into flames, or worse,
We used to live in a
stop
fucking
working
society.
altogether. I scanned as much of the landscape as I could, but there were no buildings in the immediate area. The only other option I had for my predicament was to keep driving and hope there was
Clanker
a
in the
town or
room with
exit
us
nearby
right
that I
now.
could take in order to
Shut
escape
up,
from the
okay? Everyone shut up, lock in. Okay, this better be good. This fucking creepypasta better be good, I swear to God.
storm. I must have been driving for at least an hour before I saw a sign up ahead indicating how far the closest city was. My heart sank a little when I read 162 miles. As
What?
it flew by my windshield and vanished into the snowy night. At
Damn, you
this
still
point,
got some driving
the
to
snow
do.
was beating against my windshield, and I knew I wasn't going
Yeah,
to last
Fortnite City is
162
crazy.
minutes, let alone miles. The digital clock on my radio read 1:21 a.m., and I decided that the next turnoff I saw, I would take and hope that I could find a neighborhood that will produce some results on my current endeavor. My thought process was either freeze to death in my car or stay the night at some random person's house.
I'm sorry, did they put green text in the... Did you They just put green... What? Huh? Oh, okay. They're on both sides. What the hell is this? Okay, let's... No, lock in.
Weighing the two options in my head, I picked the only thing a sane person would pick and tried to find a house.
Maybe it is a clanker. I'm gonna kill everyone in this chat right now. Like, every single person.
Another 30 minutes flew by and still no luck finding a place to pull off.
Listen, I don't even know what's AI generated anymore, but we've watched, I think, multiple of this guy's videos. I think that he just has a very monotone style of delivery. I honestly think the AI voice things are actually more emotive than this guy. I think this guy just has autism.
Just when I was starting to lose hope, I saw a turnoff in the distance. A small shape started to make its way closer into my headlights. And on further inspection,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
me-
video itself has to be handmade, which is funny as fuck. I'm gonna hire this guy to do a music video for me whenever my new 3D model comes out. You're like, oh, I can't take this seriously. Oh, I hate this shit. Well, get ready, because I'm about to release the best VTuber music video of all time, perhaps.
that there were 2 wooden poles that possibly belonged to a fence. When I turned onto the road between the 2 wooden poles, the ground beneath felt rocky and rough. Like I
As
was
it
traveling
does.
on gravel.
That is ground.
I didn't drive for too long before I started to see a small cabin creep into my field of view.
Will he
The
sing
lights in
too?
the cabin
No.
were off, but the place seemed to be in fairly good shape.
You're gonna duet with Evil? Why? What? Wait. When did this happen? Am I doing a duet with Evil? I'll go ask her.
I parked my car
If
under
she'll
a tall,
unblock me on
wild-looking
Discord.
tree that took residence on the cabin's front lawn. Getting out of my car, I immediately grabbed my extra jacket and put it on. Also, pulling the ski mask I wore around my neck up over my ears to keep...
Does anybody here actually own a ski mask? Like, actually. You said you were going to make the best music video. Presented without commentary. Your ideal collaboration for me is to sing with Evil Neuro. And that's what you think would be the best ever. Gundam Man, welcome, hi. You did already. Technically, I did with the Bikini Bottom.
heat around my face. After putting my cap snug on my head, I trudged up to the cabin. As I traveled through the cold, windy night up to what I felt was my salvation, I immediately regretted not getting any gloves for my hands. Despite the irritation I had with my hands,
God, those
my
fucking
face and the
hands.
rest of my body were comfortably warm, so I didn't have much room to complain. I stuffed my frozen hands deep into my pockets and continued my journey across the cabin's lawn. As I made my way to the door, I noticed something a bit odd.
Oh? What is
There was
it?
no indication of life anywhere. There wasn't even a car in the front yard. Taking my right hand
the
out of my
subtitle.
pocket,
Did you see that?
I knocked 3 times,
Did you see that, Chatty? Ooh, spooky!
waiting patiently before saying, "Hello? Is anybody there? I'm sorry to bother you so late at night, but I need a place to stay for a few hours." Nothing answered
Big
my plea
ask,
for help.
honestly.
So I knocked 3 more times on the door, hitting my
No,
knuckles
just
harder
walk in.
against
Clearly nobody's
the
home.
aged
Just go.
wood of
Just
the
go in.
entrance.
Just get in.
"Hello?"
Hello?
I said, again a little
Hello?
louder before continuing with, "I'm not here to rob you or anything. I just need a place to stay for the rest of the night."
That's not threatening at all. Chatty, I'm not here to rob you or anything. I just need to take a shit.
"I promise I will be gone by sunrise." As I finished my last
Definitely a
sentence,
vampire. He's a
I touched the
vampire.
ornate metal door handle,
Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
noticing that the door seemed to be unlocked. I said in a loud voice, "I'm coming in now. If there's anybody in there, please, please let me know." I pressed the metal lever
Chatty, would you go inside? Would you go inside in this situation?
down, finding it
Press
a bit
1 to
odd
go
that the
in,
door
press
was
2 to
unlocked,
say
and
fuck no.
opened the door with little resistance on the other end, closing it behind me with about the same resistance despite the fact the door was really, really old.
A lot
Looking
of
around the
rational
area, I
choices
noticed the
in here.
cabin had 5 rooms. The living room, which was
2 would freeze to death. Would this environment stop you from freezing to
the
death?
largest, a small kitchen, an even smaller washroom, and what I assumed were 2 small bedrooms in the back. No lights were on inside this cozy cabin, making it almost perfectly dark. if my eyes weren't already
Perfectly
adjusted to
dark.
the darkness from outside.
Why, it's the goggles for me! Since when does
I
this
decided
guy
the
have
best thing to do
goggles
would
on?
be to search for a light switch, so I took out my phone and turned on
Please keep the ski mask on because it makes me forget that he's that one character from the fucking Team Fortress
the
2.
flashlight
Just
app
keep
to
it on
scan
the
the
whole
walls.
video, please.
Of course, my scan produced no results, however. And, at the risk of losing precious battery power on my phone, I decided the best option would be to turn off the light and put my phone on airplane mode.
What?
Before turning off my light, I studied the paintings hanging on the wall that I glossed over in the initial scan.
Is he stupid?
Each painting that crossed my sight was just typical landscapes of harbors, things like that. There was a painting that looked like a fox hunt or something similar, but other than that,
It
it was
looks
just typical
familiar.
paintings you would see hanging on the walls around an elderly person's home. There was one painting, however, that did catch my attention. The painting was small and consisted of what looked like two
What?
adults. A mother, father, a teenage girl,
Big
and a
ass
small
top
child.
hat. Wow.
The family captured in that painting were wearing what looked like Victorian-era clothing. I'm only guessing about the clothes. I mean, they
Wait,
could have
wait,
been
wait,
from
wait,
the
wait. What is with
1800s
the
or
setup?
early 20th
Oh, okay. I
century.
guess he survived,
The point
Chatty.
is
He
that
survived.
the clothing
Spoiler,
was very
he lives.
ornate and
He makes
regal.
it.
There's something really disturbing about the image, though. The faces of each member of the family appeared as if they were smoothed over with clay.
No faces.
It's kind of hard to describe, I know, but the three family members
The
looked
big
like
top
they had
hat
no
is way
facial
more
features.
disturbing than that.
By no facial features, I mean, instead of the normal ones that you and I have, the three people in the painting had grooves of smooth flesh where normally you would have eyes or a nose, mouth.
Chatty, what if I started a stream, but I didn't have an eyes or nose or mouth? Well, I practically already don't have a nose because I'm an anime character, but imagine that I started stream and I had none of those, but I just talked to you and with like reverb on and creepy music in the background. Would you love that?
The only person in the painting that didn't
Hot?
possess a blank face was
Sexy?
the teenage girl, which appeared to be
It should
normal
be
for a
possible.
teenage
This
girl.
should be
In fact,
doable. This should
she
be
was
very
actually
doable.
quite breathtaking. I pulled myself away from the painting to take a glance at my phone for the first time. My phone indicated that it was past 2 o'clock in the morning, so I decided to go back to the room and check to see if it was occupied. To
This
my
guy's
relief,
so
the room was vacant.
silly.
Besides a medium-sized bed, ornate dresser, and a nightstand, there
This
wasn't
is
much to
somebody's
go by.
vacation home. We're totally
The
safe
walls
in
were
here.
blank, apart more sappy
see it,
paintings
Lucy?
to give it a
No!
little more atmosphere, I suppose.
No, 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 no. Guys, I missed something. Okay. Oh! What the fuck? Is that it? Chatty, what is that? Chatty, what is that? Chatty, what is that?
I decided to go back to the room and
Chatty,
check to
what
see
is
if it was
that?
occupied. To my relief, the room was vacant.
the
Besides a
house pet?
medium-sized
Maybe
bed,
it's a
ornate
cat.
dresser, and a nightstand,
Cat's
there
eyes glows
wasn't much
like
to go
that.
by.
An
The
anomaly?
walls were blank,
Shit.
apart more
Intruder.
sappy paintings to give it a little more atmosphere, I suppose. Although there was no indication of a heating system, besides a chimney, the rooms were bearable enough that I figured I could just bundle up in my clothes under the covers in order to stay warm. I was only going to be there for a few hours anyway, so there wasn't much point in starting a fire, plus
What?
the people who owned the cabin would be
Bro is literally gonna freeze to death, and he's like, there's not a lot of point to starting a fire.
back tonight considering how late it was. I hopped into the worn-out bed, facing the open door next to the other door, which I assumed was a closet, and pulled my ski mask completely up over my face to make
Thank
sure
you.
my head
Keep
would
it that
stay nice
way.
and warm for the rest of my stay. Pulling the fabric of my mask down slightly, I set the alarm on my phone for 4:30 a.m. and put it back down on the nightstand.
4:30 a.m.
I covered my face again
That
and
is so
bundled up
early.
tightly with the sheets, closing my eyes and letting
Sun's
dreamland
not
take
even
me
gonna
away
be
until
up.
I woke up after what only felt like minutes, to the sound of scratching.
Yes. People are insane. If I was in this situation, there is no way I would be capable of sleeping. I can barely sleep in perfect conditions, and this guy's just like, oh, I went to sleep immediately and woke up to scratching. I wouldn't be
My
asleep.
body froze as I heard the noise over and over again, softly coming from the
Oh.
closed door. I tried to relax,
I'm relaxing. I'm relaxed.
thinking
I'm relaxed.
that
Because I know
all
it's
the
not
noises
me.
that I
Ah.
heard was just probably a rat or some other animal that was spending the night in the closet while
This guy's
the
gonna get
cabin's
shot.
owners were away. Quietly, I shifted onto my back, pulling my ski mask down slightly so a little slit appeared, giving me a small window to look out at what was there. I laid on the bed, stiff as a board, with my cap and my mask covering my face in such a way that it acted almost like a visor, giving me a small peek at what was in the darkness.
Oh
Thankfully,
no, Chatty.
my eyes were still adjusted to the dark, which gave me a small amount of reassurance as I continued looking in the direction of the scratching noise.
He's looking, he's looking. Get on with it!
The scratching continued, louder and louder for what seemed like minutes until, just like that, it stopped.
At the front of the door? At the front of his
Silence
door?
filled the
It
room
stopped?
again, but it wasn't a safe kind of silence.
No
The
shit,
deafening
honey.
silence in the room was foreboding, ominous.
It's
sort
always
of
been
silence.
foreboding. You're the
vacuum of
weird
sound in
person
the
who was
air
able to sleep in
the type
there.
of silence that happens in a movie just before something jumps out at you. Just when I began
Yeah,
to
just
calm
go back to
myself
sleep.
down, the doorknob to the closet began to jiggle and turn very slightly. My heart was racing out of my chest as I saw and heard that knob turn. And every inch of my body wanted to just
I'd crash
walk out of
out.
the bed and out of that cabin before whatever was on the other side of that door got out after me. I laid perfectly still on the bed, despite the fact that I had a cocktail of adrenaline, nerves, and instincts telling me to get the hell out of there.
No shit, and you were just laying
My
down.
eyes
He's like,
widened
I'll
as
just
the
go
door
back to
the
sleep
closet
soon.
opened slightly, and
I'm
I
having a
saw
nightmare. This is
what
my
looked
sleep
like
paralysis
a dried
demon.
head attached to an elongated neck.
That
pop out of the
foot!
opening.
This looks like that one
Accompanied by
creature
a
from
skeletal
Ocarina of
body.
Time and the Shadow Temple.
The thing that was emerging from the closet
It's literally the
crawled
same
on all
thing.
fours out of the doorway and slowly made its way to the bed that I was sleeping in. I had never been more frightened
It's
in
the
my
same
whole
thing!
entire life as the thing stood up, almost touching the ceiling
No,
of the
no,
cabin.
it's like the boss
and
at the
looking
end of
down
the
in
Shadow
my
Temple.
direction. The creature stood there studying me as I peeked through
Orphan
the
of
thin
Kos,
slits
yes.
in my mask.
Yeah, I can see it.
Pure terror swirling around in my mind as I glanced up at the body of the creature. Looking
Damn,
at the
that
creature's
body of yours
skeletal
is
face,
insane.
I noticed that it had no eyes within its head, which led me to believe that
He's part of the
it couldn't
family.
even see me even
From the
though I could see
picture.
it. Just
He's
when
like,
the
"Why the
idea of not
fuck
being able to
are
see
you
me
in my
started to give me a
bed?"
little comfort, the creature began to speak.
You'd be mad too.
The creature whispered softly as it continued to watch me, and then spoke again.
It had no fear of me.
It continued to say in a hoarse tone as it began to breathe loudly.
He's dropping lore.
Continuing to look at me and gripping down on the edge of my bed. Feeling the creature's bony hand touch the edge of my bed caused my brain to go into complete panic mode. The only thing that stopped me from
He's
jumping
hyperventilating?
up was the thought that maybe the creature believed I was dead or asleep and wouldn't
Whispers
attack.
to Brisadov called Lucy. Okay, you ruined it. You're ruining the moment. Shut up.
How can it not fear? How can it not fear me?
I am not an it.
The thing said through clenched teeth before loudly gasping and suddenly pulling back, with its mouth open in an expression that almost resembled fear.
It has no face.
The thing whispered to itself as it continued to back away.
It has no face.
The creature said again, but this time louder
He
than
doesn't
before
know that
and
he
slightly
has no
more
face.
unnerved.
No face.
The creature shouted as it backed off further away from the bed. I heard the thing breathing loudly and quickly before calming down and slowly returning to the side of the bed.
Ski mask? Oh my god,
Leaning
is it
over
because
me
of the
slowly,
ski mask, you
The
think?
creature continued to look at me before softly beginning to breathe on my face. I could smell its foul breath even through my mask.
Ew,
The smell was so
yucky.
powerful that it took all my strength not to gag as a reflex to the awful stench.
Ew, ew, ew.
In my mind, I made the choice to keep motionless, and did not do or say anything that would compromise whatever illusion I was giving the thing that was currently studying me.
This is a weird hindsight. No, this is
The
pretty
creature
standard.
breathed on me again, softly. The stench I smelled from its breath could only be described as rotten, which only strengthened my resolve to stay perfectly motionless.
Strange.
Strange.
The thing whispered at me again, leaning in close to me to the point where I could see and smell its decaying flesh. The creature
Could you stay motionless
slowly
here,
reached for
Lucy?
me,
I can't stay motionless while I'm asleep.
its hand moving slowly towards my face.
I'd be tweaking.
With every inch that decaying hand moved, I couldn't help but feel my situation becoming more
He's going
and
for
more
his dick.
dire.
Oh yeah, this fucking hentai is
I
about
thought
to
that
get
this
good.
was it for me.
He closed his eyes in
The creature would kill
anticipation.
me tonight, or take me away and torture me, then kill me, and no one would know what happened to me. No one would find my body out there, and no one would know my story. I could feel tears start to well up in my eyes as I thought
like,
of
"It's too
everyone I
big."
ever loved being yanked away from me in this one very moment.
Ah, you're dramatic. You're gonna be fine.
No face. No face. No face.
The creature softly chanted as its hands crept ever closer to my face. I could hear the anguish in the creature's voice as it continued chanting over and over as it reached for me.
Oh, not the body angle.
As its long, bony hand crept only centimeters away from my face,
They're thirst trapping this creature.
I braced myself for the worst. Making
What would
the
you do
last
here though?
thoughts I would
Accept
ever
my
have
fate and
about the
die.
people
What do
I
you
loved.
think I'm gonna do? What am I gonna fight it? No, I'm just laying
Just as I thought
down. I'm
my life
waiting.
was all over.
Like, get
a
it
sudden
over
loud
with,
noise
bro.
erupted from the room, filling the ear closest to the nightstand with a flood of beeps and causing the creature to scream and jump back.
I
As
thought
the
he was
noise
only
continued,
asleep for a
the
few
creature threw
minutes.
itself back against the wall, shrieking uncontrollably in terror.
He's
as it stumbled
autistic.
back
He
towards
can't do the
closet.
loud noises.
I was dumbstruck for a second before the thought came to me that I had set my alarm at
Saved by a
4:30,
clanker?
which
Must
have
be
been
one of the
source of
good
all the
ones.
noise. I jumped out of the bed, grabbed my phone, and pointed the lit-up screen at the monster as the alarm continued to ring loudly.
Oh my
The loud
god,
ringing
he's
caused the
actually
monster to
knocked
shriek
out.
even more in confusion and terror as it retreated quicker as I approached.
It's literally
Seeing my
Venom.
chance,
Did you
I
know
activated
Venom
my
is
phone's
weak to
flashlight and put it on
noises?
strobe in order to disorientate the monster
So
further.
this is a hentai.
No face. No face. No face.
No
face.
No face.
The creature shrieked at me as it withdrew to the safety of the closet. I continued to shine my light on the creature, and for the added effect, I started playing loud music as I continued to jab my phone into the monster's direction like a lion tamer.
Can you imagine, like, the scariest thing in your life happening, and then from your phone it's like, Despacito para Puerto Rico.
The thing threw itself into the dark recesses of the closet, and I shoved the door back, locking it after I slammed it closed. The shrieks coming from the monster started to get fainter and fainter, like it was almost retreating deeper into the house.
No face. No
face.
No face.
Turn that shit off.
I could hear the creature yell out as it got further and further away. After hearing the last retreating words of the thing that terrified me the whole night, I bolted from the cabin at breakneck speed, jumping into my car and floored it off the
I
gravel
can't
road.
stop thinking about Despacito playing.
I was shaking all over as I drove. And when I pulled my ski mask further down to expose my skin,
Did you have a face? Did you have a face? Do you have a
I was
face?
as white as the snow that littered the ground.
Oh.
I was so frightened by the whole experience as soon as I pulled into the first town I saw, I parked my car and began to sob uncontrollably for a while.
As you would. You know, that's
The experience
valid.
that I had just been through would scar me for life. But as I wept in my car, in the parking lot of a convenience
As I
store,
wept in
couldn't
my
help
Gucci
but start
jeans.
to laugh a little in between my fits of crying.
He's crazy! He's cracked!
I got through my ordeal without so much as a scratch on me. Well, aside from the mental scratches. I was fine. I was alive, and I didn't have to worry anymore. After I finished with my whole episode of crying and laughing like an insane person, I entered the store, sniffling and wiping
Tita
away the
slap.
rest of my emotions. As I continued into the store, the cashier looked up at me and traced my direction with his eyes before continuing with what he was doing. The store was mostly empty. Aside from an elderly couple, I was the only customer in there. Rough night? The cashier said
Rough
with
night?
one eyebrow cocked up while he scanned my
Cocked
items.
up? Dude, he's used the word cock
You
for like
have
3
no
times in the
idea.
story for no reason.
I said, looking out of the window at the sun breaking over
Oh, this
the
is
horizon.
another Team Fortress 2 character.
I noticed you looked a bit upset when you came in.
He works at the gas station.
What happened? You get dumped or something? He said, looking up at me as the register computed how much I owed him. Looking at the young man behind the register, he seemed to be a little younger than I was, although
Are they
that
flirting?
didn't say much because even though I'm 22, I do look younger than my actual age. I looked
my
at
God,
the
why is he
cashier's name
fanfic
tag for a second
posting?
before feeling that I had
Hydration?
nothing to lose by telling him about the night I just had. The small name on his ID
Ugh.
read Evan.
No, his
And as
name
I
is
finished
Scout.
telling him
Chad
my
just told
frightening
me.
tale, something odd happened.
Why is this turning into a yally? Why do I need to know this
expected
guy's
him to burst
name?
out laughing or say that I was the best liar he had ever
He
talked
has no
to.
face, doesn't he? He has no face. He has
Instead
no face.
of doing
He's
any of that,
facelet. He's
Evan
a
just stood
facelet.
there. His skin, milk white as he stared at me with an expression so horrified, he gave me the impression that he had just witnessed something get run over by a train or something.
Why? This fucking this shot
Evan,
is so funny.
you all right?
No, no.
I said, looking into his eyes
no,
while we both just
no.
stood there, silently.
For 5 minutes.
What? Oh, yeah. It's just, Evan began to say before his thoughts trailed off due to a new
What the
feeling
fuck?
that we were
What
both
the
being
fuck?
watched.
What the
I began to
fuck?
feel eyes burn into the back of my head before turning around to see the old couple I glanced at when I entered the store beforehand. The old couple possessed the same horrified expression that Evan had just a few
He
seconds
has
ago.
no face.
They must have heard the whole story I told. After a few moments of silence, the old couple asked me what I knew about the cabin, to which I couldn't really say.
What?
I gave them the best description I could about what I saw. The couple proceeded to tell me about the cabin, how long it had been there, and that it was haunted
How do
by
they
a
know?
presence so terrifying that the place was condemned and left to...
It's never a good thing when you get out of the fucking haunted cabin and then you go to the nearby town and then you start telling people about what happened to you and then they're like, oh, you went to the cabin. It's not a good sign when they know what you're talking about.
rot away after so many people disappeared there. They told me that no one who ever stayed in that cabin has ever been seen alive again. If
I'm
they've
the
ever been
first!
seen
I
at all after
won!
their
I
visit.
won! He's
But
a
one of
winner.
my best friends stayed the night in that cabin, Evan said quietly as he stared off
What
into
the
the
fuck?
distance,
Why are his
but
eyes up in
continued
his
thoughts
forehead?
with, I refused to go into the cabin. I knew something bad would happen if we went. I tried so hard to convince him that the dare was stupid and to not go in, but he refused to be labeled as a chicken and continued with the dare.
He's like, I'm not a pussy. Catch this.
Evan's eyes began to water as he continued with his story. I never saw him again after that night. I kept calling his house, but
I
his
love Team
parents
Fortress
still
2
couldn't find him.
Creepypasta.
We put up flyers, billboards, but we never had any luck. After a few days, we contacted the police, and I told them about the cabin. Evan began to choke down his tears as he clenched his fist.
God, make Evan have a fucking
They
crash
found him
out on
in the
his
basement of
shift.
that cabin,
This sucks.
sprawled out on the floor.
He's got so
His
many
eyes
people.
were ripped out of his face. His nose had been removed, and his lips were sliced clean off. When they found him, he was naked with an incision in the bottom of his ribcage, down to his pelvis in the middle of his body.
Oh, that's a freaky demon.
All of his
That's a
organs
freak.
were extracted from his body, and to add insult to injury, his genitals were sliced clean off.
Freaky.
But you want to know the worst part of it all? When the police did the autopsy on the body, they found that he was alive during the whole process.
Oh, how would you know that?
Evan winced as he remembered the whole gruesome sight and said, "They never found who or what did it. There was no DNA evidence to convict anybody. They didn't find the tools that made the incisions, and they didn't find
Mostly
anything."
blood coagulation? Really?
Evan clenched his fist tighter on the table before the old man, listening to our conversation, put his hand on Evan's shoulder to reassure him that it was going to be all right.
I'm
As he
guessing these are
comforted
also
Evan,
Team Fortress
he
2
looked at me and
characters?
said, "People have been disappearing from the area for decades. Maybe even centuries for all we know, but the bodies always end the same gruesome way. I don't care who you are. No one deserves something like that happening to them."
True.
They should just torch that damn place to the ground.
True.
The old lady joined her husband's side and looked at me with the most foreboding face I had ever
Now that's
seen.
a real hag.
If your story is true, you should consider yourself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. In all my years of living, you are the only one to go into that cabin and emerge alive, the woman said, gripping onto her husband's hand tightly as she spoke to me.
This sounds like a fake story.
After hearing the old woman's
like
words,
that a
I
guy would
realized
tell
that
you to like
Evan
brag.
said the
He's
body
like,
of his friend
you
was
wanna know
found
the
in the
scariest
basement,
thing that ever happened to me?
which would explain why the monster's voice got fainter. It would have pulled me into the basement
I
if
was
my
the only
phone
one
hadn't
who
gone
ever
off.
lived. I
I
lived
quickly
to
paid for my
tell.
items and left the store, more troubled now than I was when I
God
entered.
damn, he gave her so much money.
Feeling drowsy
Fuck.
due to the lack of sleep and constant adrenaline rush caused by the whole terrible ordeal, I decided to go to a hotel.
Yeah, the Silent
and
Hill music
spend
is
my
crazy.
day sleeping and relaxing to get my mind
At
off
the ocean? The Ocean
That
View
night,
Hotel?
I sat on the bed in my hotel room and looked at the two items that saved my life. In one hand, I gripped onto my ski mask, which hid my face from that terrible monster. In my other hand, I held my cell phone, which scared away the horrible beast that could have killed me. I decided from that day on, I would always wear my ski mask to bed. It saved my life. That's the
What
least I
the
can do
hell?
for
This
it.
guy's traumatized.
The recent brush
Imagine
with
wearing
death
a
I
ski
just
mask to
experienced
bed
had
every
taught me that
night.
life is far too precious to waste, so I decided to ask my best friend Samantha out on a date, and things worked out perfectly. Samantha and I were together for 2 years before I recently asked her for her hand in marriage, which she said yes.
Wow.
Part of me will never ever forget that awful night.
Whoa, whoa, why do we
And
need to know
because
all
of
this
it,
about you?
Not only have I been wearing my ski mask to bed every night since then, I've also made it a priority not to live in any type of house that has a basement. As an added safety measure, I started locking every door before going to bed. It's a pain, but
Imagine being married to this guy and you find like a perfect house for your budget and it's a great house and he's like, is there a damn
you
basement?
can never be too careful.
You know how I feel about
Despite
the
these
damn
crazy
basement.
precautions, Samantha has accepted my little quirks and has continued to be supportive as we continue our journey through life together. I couldn't be happier with the way things turned out in my life. And
This can't, no, this
I'm
has
so
to have
lucky to be
a
with
creepy
Samantha.
ending.
Everything's perfect.
Everything's perfect, Chatty.
There's just one thing that bothers me.
Okay,
and I
here it
think
is,
I
here it
might
is.
Just have to blame my imagination, but sometimes
Sometimes.
when I wake up at night, when it's really, really quiet,
Aw.
sometimes I'll
Sometimes.
hear soft scratching noises. Also,
It's
and
coming.
I think it's just paranoia, but I swear, sometimes I hear something whisper.
No face.
From inside my closet.
It's the trauma. You need therapy. You need therapy. He needs therapy, okay? It's the trauma and it's therapy that he needs and nothing else, okay? Other than that, he's totally... Yeah, he won. He won! The creature was gay? That's what I learned as well. You guys walked away with that message too? I thought I was crazy. Chatty's wife, known as Lucy, has been missing for more than 5 seconds. When found, please call 1-800-I-LOVE-MY-WIFE so much. That's a really long phone number. Oh my god, look how cute this is. Oh, you miss my wifey. Oh, Chatty, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're so cute. Look how cute this little Chatty is. Oh, I'm sorry, Chatty. I'm sorry. Correct, children. Thank you for the 36 months, the 3 years. Holy shit, let's go. Kawaii. Wait, what is this? Take it. You are an e-beggar. Chatty, I'm an e-beggar. I'm an e-beggar. If you've Why ever would you call me subscribed that? To me or gifted me a sub or given me a single bit, you threw money in my little pot. You threw money in my hat. No, I didn't even have to sing for it. I just yapped annoyingly into your ear. Smitten Sarah, thank you for being a fun yapping streamer. We need more people to beat that. You need a gamer niche allegation. Dude, that's me! Oh my god, that's me! What the fuck? That's Lucy Pyre! Subscribe to me on YouTube. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Is this everyone's first time recognizing that streamers are just beggars on the internet? Wait, what is this? Internet online harassment. Okay. It's the Lucy
Every
Pyre.
day, the internet is making it easier for people to live, work, and play.
Every day the internet is getting worse.
Ready for the game? I'm just finishing up here with my new kayaking friends.
Wow, that's a really specific thing to say. Listen, I'm not going to be able to make the game tonight.
Oh, why?
Well, I have to go out into the streets and scream obscenities at women that I don't even know. And then after that, I got to handwrite letters to all the Golden Girls telling them that I'm...
That's what makes the internet so base. The fact that, like, you can anonymously say mean things to women, you know?
I'm gonna shit down their throats. And then after that, I gotta bring these naked photos of my ex-wife to her office and show them to everyone that she works with because she's such a bitch. It's
Wait, don't they do that already?
gonna take hours.
Without the internet?
We can do all of that before we go.
Yeah, right.
No, with the internet. Look, it's easy.
It has made it
Here's a
easier,
random
you
woman
know?
from Minneapolis who just said how she felt about something. You want me to make her fear for her life?
Why not? But how?
Why not?
Done.
Incredible. What else can this thing do to women?
With the internet, the only limit to how miserable you can make another human being is how angry you are and how fast you can type.
Hey, but what about those photos of my ex-wife?
Oh, that's my favorite part. All you have to do is
just
scan
upload
them
it,
into
bro.
the site, and then people can see it instantly. Her boss, her friends, her parents.
And then it's there
everyone.
forever.
Everyone.
Everyone?
Everyone.
And this is legal?
There's no federal law explicitly against it.
That seems insane.
Doesn't it?
Doesn't
it?
it?
really does.
Anyways, come on. We're gonna be late for the game.
Chatty, don't ever send a girl a picture of your cock, because she might upload it on the internet for everyone.
Can't wait.
Afterwards, I'm gonna some of my new kayaking buddies.
The internet, a dark carnival of humanity's most wretched impulses.
I love the internet. It's a hellhole, but it's my hellhole, and it raised me into the fine young woman that you see today. Emphasis on young.
Slide out.
Also, this one is why it sucks to be born as a capybara. I love these videos, but I really did not like that sound effect, and I hate that I'm gonna have to re-listen to it because I fucking paused the video to explain to you what the video is, even though you can see what the video fucking
Your
is.
slide out of your mother somewhere in South America. Other newborns
I
pile
didn't,
on top
but-
of you as your mom gives birth to 3 more. Around you, the rest of the females are doing the exact same thing. Your species
Awful
evolved to give
animation,
birth all at
awful.
once. You
The
crawl out
worst.
from beneath the bodies with your legs already strong enough to hold you. Nearby, one of your siblings is already getting fed, so you push into the nearest female capybara, hoping for milk. But she turns sharply and knocks you aside into the mud. You pick yourself up,
bozo!
and this time, find your real mother. She stands quietly as you approach, letting you fill your stomach. Then suddenly, the adults start moving. They head quickly toward the pond, so you follow. You try to stay close, but your legs are too short and you can't keep up. You slip into a soft
Aw.
patch of mud, with your front legs sinking down
No,
until you
he's
can't
gonna
move.
drown and
your
die.
mother notices and comes back. She lowers her head under your chest, lifting you free from the mud. She carries you down to the pond's edge and sets you gently
Imagine you just got here and you already have to walk. That's crazy.
into the shallow water. As you float there, something large rises beneath you. A crocodile slowly breaks the surface. You stop moving, but your mother doesn't react. She just watches. The crocodile doesn't attack. Instead, it
It's a
drifts
quack!
silently for a moment, then goes under you and lifts your body while you sit on its
What
head.
the hell?
It swims
What the
forward onto
hell?
the dirt and you jump off. Then it goes back and disappears into the water. Crocodiles aren't always dangerous. Sometimes they're just passing through, and you're lucky enough to catch a ride. But you don't want to be there when one
What? But what? Huh? That happens?
decides it's hungry. You're 3 weeks old now, and most of your day is spent floating. A white bird lands on your back. It moves slowly,
Bro wasn't
pecking at your
hungry?
fur.
Bullshit. If I'm a croc and a little capybara gets on top of me to ride me, first of all, I'm knocking him off, then I'm having myself a snack. I don't even care if I'm not hungry.
It's not here to hurt you. It's eating ticks and flies. These birds follow capybaras for food, and your kind lets them stay. 2 other young
Disrespectful,
capybaras
bro.
swim
It's
over. They're the
disrespectful.
same age as you. One bumps into your side, then kicks off and spins around. He's trying to start a game, so you chase after him. You lunge forward, kicking hard with your front legs, then twist away
Oh.
before they can hit you. You take turns pushing and shoving, testing how fast and how strong each of you is. The bird lifts off and flies away as the game gets louder. This kind of play has a purpose. It teaches you the basics of how to move and dodge in case any predators attack.
Oh my
But
god,
then
wait, this is
something
the
else moves in
tutorial
the water.
mode.
An otter bursts from the water and clamps down on your friend's leg. It shakes
But I thought
violently,
otters were
dragging
cute.
him sideways.
No!
Otters are predators, but they're also territorial.
What?
Your friend kicks hard and the otter lets go for a second, then snaps again and bites higher up near the ribs. Then when it finally had enough, it lets go and disappears. You stay still, holding your breath, because moving now would only
Is
make
your
things
friend
worse.
okay?
Your friend limps out of the water, leaving a trail in the mud. You follow behind him
No.
quietly. The bird comes back, lands beside him, and starts picking at the blood on his fur. Tomorrow, you'll follow the group
Evil.
uphill to find new grass. But for now, you just lie there watching and hoping the otter doesn't come back. Skip forward a bit, and you're 2 months old now. The pond is smaller now. Its edges are cracked, and the grass around it is non-existent. Most of the good
No.
plants are gone, except for one patch up the hill past the muddy slope. You
This is
spot
a
it
rough
early and start
beginning.
walking. The slope is slippery, but you climb anyway. Then, a larger juvenile blocks the top. He turns toward you, lowers his head, and
It's
takes a
the
step
bully.
forward.
He's the
He
big
doesn't
kid
want
on
to
the
share,
block.
but you don't stop. You shove into his chest and keep moving. He pushes back, holding his spot, but you're not small anymore. You press harder with your back legs, digging into the mud. His foot slips, and he stumbles sideways, just enough to let you pass. You reach
This is
the
like an
patch alone.
anime level
The grass
fight.
is fresh, so you graze for a while, and then look back down the hill. You chirp once. The others hear it.
Chirp!
Within minutes, a line of capybaras is climbing toward you. As
chirp?
they arrive, the juvenile
Like a
you
bird?
pushed tries to squeeze into your spot. You turn toward him and plant your feet. He pauses. Then he moves to the side and eats somewhere else. After you've eaten your fill, you squat and poop. Then you turn,
Oh.
lower your head, and eat it. You've seen the adults do this before.
This is reminding me of when I used to play the MMO Mabinogi, and there would be like random enemies, and sometimes they would have titles for no reason. It would be like Scorpion the Strong, Scorpion the Fierce, Scorpion the fucking Sharp Stinger. So this makes me imagine capybaras wandering around in the world, and then they have titles like Capybara the Magnificent Dung Eater.
You didn't know why until now. Your gut isn't fully developed yet. It needs the bacteria you just passed. That's how your stomach learns to break down the tough stems and roots you'll rely on as you grow. That evening, your group settles on the hill. You lie down beside 2 others. The juvenile you challenged stays nearby, but doesn't come close. You don't know if he'll try again tomorrow, but if he does,
The
you'll be
loathsome
ready.
dung
You're 6
eater.
months old
Where's
now,
that from
walking
again?
along the edge of the pond, searching for new shoots poking out of the dirt. Most of the grass near the water is gone, so you wander farther than usual. A patch of dry leaves looks soft enough to stand on, so you step forward. But as soon as you do, the ground starts moving. Tiny red bodies pour out from underneath. You freeze for half a
Ants!
second, then the biting starts.
No!
They cover your legs, your belly, and your neck.
No,
You squeal
no,
and jump,
no,
shaking your limbs trying to
no,
kick them
no,
off, but it doesn't
no,
work. Their jaws
no.
clamp down and don't
That's
let go.
my worst
You bolt
nightmare.
straight into the water, dragging the swarm with you. You dunk your entire
The
body
swarm?
under,
Oh my
blowing
god, he's
bubbles through your
killing
nose. You come up
Neurosama
once for air,
viewers.
then dive again,
Dude, he's
rubbing your head
fucking
against the mud at the
drowning
bottom. It helps,
Wait,
but it's
that's a macroaggression against them because like they're clankers. So you're literally short-circuiting them by dragging them into the swamp.
not enough. The ants are still clinging to the softer parts of your skin. You stay in the water until your body stops twitching, and that's when the ants finally let go. When you crawl back out, you
Rip
see
to
movement
swarm.
across the pond. A coati is digging at the same pile of leaves. Its snout pushes into the mound and pulls out a chunk of soil covered in ants and eggs. It eats them quickly, flicking its tongue and chewing fast.
I like to imagine if you had like a bunch of animals in a group chat, the capybara is like, God, I had a run-in with some ants like yesterday and I got fucked up, bro. I had to like go in the swamp and stay in there until they let go of me and like died. And then your anteater buddy is just like, he just posts the buh emote, the buh, and he's like, just eat them?
You stare from the bank, still dripping. The coati doesn't care that you just got swarmed. It just wants breakfast. Fire ants don't belong here, but they're everywhere now. Capybaras like you don't fight them. You just run to the water and hope it's deep enough. Skip forward a bit, and you're 1 year old now. Bigger, heavier, and no longer treated like a baby.
40
You still walk near your
kilograms!
mother, but she doesn't look back as often. When you chirp, the others don't respond. You eat with them. You sleep with them. But something's different now. You're old enough to leave. One morning, you don't follow the group.
I'm moving
you walk
out,
the other
Mom.
way toward a log covered in moss. You graze there alone until sunset, then go to sleep beside it. No one joins you, and no one comes looking either. The next day, you try to form something new. You nudge 2 juveniles to follow you. One does for a while, but by midday, he's gone. He went back to the group.
Oh.
So you stand by the riverbank, unsure what to do next. That evening,
This is
you rub your
sad.
snout against a tall patch of reeds, leaving your scent behind. You wait in the shallows, watching the trail, but no one appears. On
Is
the
this
third day,
matchmaking?
you
Is
walk
that like
farther
Hinge
downstream
for
and see a different
capybaras?
group. There aren't that many of them. A few females lie stretched out on the bank, and 2 juveniles graze nearby. One big male stands near the edge of the water, chewing slowly.
Not the big
He's twice
male.
your size, with thick
Not the
shoulders
big
and half-torn
male.
ears. Every part of him says, "Don't try it," so you don't. You stop just out of view, then lower your head and step into the water, just enough to let the current drift you past them. You angle your body away and start grazing
he's
like
a
this was your
beta
plan all
capybara.
along. The big male lifts his head once, watching you for a moment, then goes back to chewing. He doesn't chase you off, so you stay. You're 2 years old, and you've been living with your new group for a year now. You're walking beside the dominant male, keeping just behind his shoulder
dominant
as he steps
male.
through the mud and stops to graze at a patch of fresh grass. You lower your head and feed too, keeping your movements small so you don't draw attention. He starts moving again, and you
have to
follow
cock
without
yourself to
thinking.
be
You're
in the
focused on the
group.
path, being kind of a beta male. Then the male suddenly slows down, lifting his head and freezing in place. Before you understand what's happening, a puma explodes from the bushes. Its paws
Wait,
hit the dirt in a full
kill
sprint,
him, kill the
aimed straight
alpha!
at both of you. You're too close to run. It will catch whichever one of you falls behind. So you lower your head and ram the male in the ribs, pushing your full weight into him. He stumbles sideways and lands on his back. The puma
Et
leaps
tu,
mid-stride
Brute?
and crashes into him just as
Holy
he starts getting
fuck!
up. It starts
Actual
ripping him apart,
assassination.
tearing his neck, which disables him instantly. You turn and run. You don't look back. You throw yourself into the river, kicking hard through the shallow
Holy
water and
fucking
pulling yourself onto the
evil.
far bank before you stop moving. You stay there for hours, hidden under a random tree, until the sun starts to drop and the others come looking. That evening, you return to the group alone. The dominant male is dead. No
Do you think he was like lying about it and he was like, yeah, bro. He didn't make it, but I beat the shit out of that puma. Yeah. My dick's hard, by the way.
one challenges you, and no one even looks at you for long. You take his place, his spot near the food, his position near the females, and control over the rest. You're not a follower anymore. You're in charge now. Skip forward, and you're 4 years old now. The river's drying up again,
How
but there's
long
a warm
did they
spring tucked
live?
between the rocks where the water stays clear. You've claimed it. No other males come near, because
Yeah,
they know it's
fuck
yours.
off.
Most mornings, you soak here alone. But today, a female enters the water nearby. She doesn't look at you. She just settles in and floats. You stay where you are, pretending not to notice. Then you climb
She
out,
wants me.
shaking
She
water from your
wants me.
fur, and
She
start
wants me.
circling around her. It's not the first time you've seen this
What?
happen. You've watched older
This
males
is a
do
mating
it,
ritual?
but she ignores you. So you keep walking in big circles, just like you've seen. She stands and moves the opposite way. It's working. She walks.
Are women just like stupid in every single species? Because how are you getting into a mud puddle with a male capybara, the alpha male capybara of the group, and then you act like you don't want him? And he's like circling around you and you're like, I'm not in the mood. Like, what? Dude, shut
walks
up.
faster, so you follow, but you move too quickly.
She's playing hard to
splashing
get.
through the
She's
water and
acting
closing
coy
the
for
gap too
nothing.
soon.
Literally
She turns into the
asking for
grass
it, by
and
the
stands
way.
at the edge, just watching. You stop and lower your head to eat from a clump of weeds, chewing slowly while facing away from her. After a while, she circles back. This time, she walks right past you. You turn and follow, keeping your steps steady and staying behind her. She slows down and lets you get
Women are
closer.
addicted
you
to
move
being
to her side and
chased.
climb on top,
This is a
planting
mental
your front
illness.
feet behind her shoulders. It lasts a few seconds, then she steps away and walks back into the spring, lowering herself into
That's normal. Yeah, a couple seconds. That's how it
the
goes.
water. You follow and lie beside her. Now you understand how it works. You don't need to fight or push others aside. You just need to move the right way at the right time. You're 5 years old now. You walk at the edge of the forest where the fruit trees grow. A mango drops nearby and rolls past your feet. You bite
A
once,
mango.
then again, sweet juice filling your mouth as you chew. The skin tears easily. You swallow half before the other capybaras even notice it fell. 2 females and a younger male are close by, all focused on their own fruit. A few more drop around you, bouncing off branches and
What
landing
the
on
hell?
leaves.
What's
One of them
happening?
rolls farther, slipping into the bush. You step after it without
Oh,
thinking, still
no.
chewing the last
Oh,
bite. Then something yanks your leg
no.
sideways. A wire closes tight around your ankle, jerking you off balance and slamming your body into the ground. You try to push up, but your leg stays pinned. The
It's
wire's too
over.
strong. You twist hard and kick, dragging yourself in a half circle through the dirt. But it doesn't loosen. You struggle harder, digging your teeth into vines, ripping at the bush that hides the anchor, but nothing breaks. The
It's
snare
over.
holds your leg out at the wrong angle, and the more you pull, the deeper it cuts. The others are already gone. When the wire snapped shut, they ran
No.
without even taking a
No,
look
they
at you. You stop
abandoned me.
moving. The blood around your ankle thickens in the dirt. Then flies start landing on your
This is his comeuppance. This is his karma.
back and stay there. Eventually, the sound of footsteps comes through the trees. One man walks toward you, holding a coil of rope in one hand and a machete in the other. He crouches, checks the snare, then grabs your leg and pulls you free. You don't resist. You're not awake for most of what comes next. He carries you by the legs, ties you to a pole, and slings it
To
over
a
his shoulder.
pole?
Back at
That's
camp, the work is
disrespectful.
quick. He skins your body and lays the hide out to dry. The meat is set aside. Weeks later, part of you is wrapped around someone's waist, stitched into a belt. Life as a capybara might be rough, but there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Trust me, it's wild. Check
Chatty, You know what? I appreciate the story arc of this video, and honestly, he got what was coming to him. Okay? He set up the Alpha to get killed. Alpha never did anything wrong. Let him exist in the flock. And then he just like got him killed and took over. No. This was retributive justice. It's karma. It was deserved. Now this is called Sonic High School. I don't know why it was submitted to me. But I mean, I guess we can watch it and see what this is all about.
VPN.
Yeah.
Sure, you could see the new Sonic movie. Or
Oh
you
my
could
God,
watch
not the
Frederick
subtitles.
Knudsen, Emperor Lemon, Cynical Reviews, Chavez Slovakia, Theft 9, Seth Scene Tech, Jesus, and music by Too Mad. In Dark Doom Fire Master's epic fanfiction,
Oh my God.
Sonic High School.
Oh my God! This is based off a fanfic?
Chapter 1. Sonic woke up and looked at the clock. 7 o'clock, it said. And Sonic screamed.
Whoa! I am late for school! I have to get to school now!
Said Sonic, jumping out of bed. Sonic put on his clothes really fast and ran out of his room because he is fast.
No time for breakfast!
Said Sonic as he ran past Sonic's mum. You will regret this.
Essenthite. How the fuck do you say that? Thank you for the 1-year anniversary. I still haven't learned your username.
Said Sonic's mum,
The
leering
Sonic
at him from the
mom!
kitchen stove, wearing aprons
Wait.
and
Chatty, is that racist? She's doing blueface.
oven mitts on her hands. Sonic did not care. He was late. Sonic ran outside and ran to the bus stop, where people were getting on the bus. Amazing.
No, my God. No.
Knuckles! Wait for me!
Said Sonic as he ran towards the bus.
Hey, Knuckles, it's Sonic.
Said Tails to Knuckles at the bus stop.
He
is
late. Said Knuckles to Tails before getting on the bus. Sonic ran so fast to the bus, and he got on the bus after Tails.
Just in time!
Said Sonic, huffing and puffing like he was doing the Cupid shuffle for the first time.
What is the Cupid shuffle?
Sonic sat down next to Tails, and Knuckles sat behind them, taking up both seats.
I am so bad.
God, he's
Said
fucking
Knuckles,
huge.
laughing because he sat where two
Wait,
people
is he
could
man
sit.
spreading?
Knuckles did this every day,
Okay, so he's
and no one
man-spreading.
bothered him. But they all knew that it was against the rules. The
No
bus started
sitting in
and
two
drove at
seats.
the school and parked, and they got out.
We're at school now.
Said Tails.
It is time to go to class.
Sonic was also at the school, so he went
I
to his
love
first
this
class
dialogue.
of the
This
day.
is like a master class.
English class.
Tarantino
Sonic did
film
not like
movie.
English very much, but he did not like any class very much that was not about running and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Sonic got to his class and sat down in his seat.
It is journal day.
Said Sonic's
I
English
like it when they
teacher,
don't actually
Mrs.
get a
Lesson.
woman to voice the woman.
Take out your journals and put them in a pile, and I
This
will
was written by
read one
AI.
of-
Stop being clanker-minded! Shut the fuck up! This is Kino written by human hands! There is no way AI would write this! If AI had written it, you would have heard something like, Tails wasn't just Sonic's friend. He was his comrade. Knuckles wasn't just sitting in one seat. He was sitting in 2 seats. And you would have seen 50 M-dashes already.
Your entries to the class.
Sonic took out his blue journal, of course it was blue, and ran out in front of
You are an
everyone
AI?
quickly,
Fucking caught.
and put his
Caught.
journal on the
Caught,
desk and ran
actually.
back to
Caught.
his desk, all with his head down and not talking or looking at anyone. Sonic was so fast that he did it first.
Wow.
Everyone else did it
Wow.
afterwards, and slower. Mrs. Lesson grabbed a journal from the pile, and Sonic knew it was his, because it looked like Sonic's journal. Sonic knew this because he had written in it
It's so
many
bad it
times,
is written
was
by a human.
Crazy. Mrs. Lesson opened up a totally
It takes
random
skill to
page,
be this
and
bad,
it was the
believe it.
worst one she could have picked. She began to read.
Dear journal, I called the doctor today about a problem.
No! Does he have an STD?
I have a problem with my balls. They are itchy itchy, and it is difficult to sit still with them because they are so itchy. I have to back up against stucco surfaces and rub up and down on them to relieve the itchiness. No creams
I feel
have
like we've all
worked.
been there,
Creams only make my ball sweat smell like the breath of a thoroughbred. And I think
thoroughbred?
Amy,
What?
my girlfriend, noticed. I hope my doctor calls. Love, Sonic.
Are these the problems of a high schooler?
Said Sonic, but he reacted too late because it was already read. All of it. Everyone in the class laughed,
reputation
and Sonic
is
felt like an
ruined.
idiot asshole because now everyone knew all about his ball problems. Sonic felt his rage build up inside of him like a pool of lava in a volcano.
Stop laughing at me!
This
Don't
is bullying!
tell anyone!
Shouted Sonic, but everyone was laughing so loud that they did not hear him, and Sonic was just so embarrassed and mad and sad, but more embarrassed, so he ran out of the class fast. Of course he did. Sonic ran to his locker and opened it and screamed into it. He screamed,
Valid.
This sucks!
and other curse words too.
Would you laugh if you were
What
there,
is the
Lucy? I'd stand up and I'd say, I'm with Sonic, because sometimes my balls itch too!
Problem.
Said Tails.
Are you mad?
Said Tails. Sonic was mad, so he nodded.
You should tell everyone that it is okay to have problems with your balls. And that they probably have problems that they do not want everyone to know about too. So stop laughing at me.
I love the Tails
Sonic thought
voice
Tails was
acting.
right,
It's great.
because Tails was smart. Knuckles was there too, so he said,
Sonic, what's wrong with your penis and balls?
Oh, no!
Sonic was so mad again, so he punched Knuckles, and then he ran away. Where Sonic ran to
But he was
his
trying to
next
help you.
class. It is now second period, so it was okay,
Hey, Amy!
said Sonic.
Check me out!
Oh no.
And Sonic did a dance move.
Oh,
Wow.
he's trying to get his girl to hype him up again.
Said Amy, and Sonic and Amy kissed right there in the class, and some of the other people in the
They're
class
going to
watched,
detention.
but the teacher wasn't there yet.
I like
So
how
they-
in this classroom it's just a bunch of humans, but Sonic is specifically in the one with all the other Sonic
didn't get in
characters.
trouble, and who's going to tell Sonic that he can't kiss his girl in class? Sonic kissed back
the
really
principal?
hard, and it was sexy to everyone.
It was sexy
The teacher
to everyone.
arrived and they did class, but Sonic just
They
looked at
did
Amy the
class.
whole time, who was sitting next to Rouge. Amy and Rouge talked, and they looked at Sonic sometimes and laughed, and Sonic thought Amy
Do you think Amy could smell his sweaty, stinky balls while they...
was telling her about how awesome Sonic kissed her.
Rouge, I'm sorry. If Rouge and Amy are in a room and I'm dating Amy, I am a cheater.
But it was not. Rouge was telling Amy about Sonic's gay ball problems. And Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, but she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Oh no.
Betrayal,
Class
betrayal,
ended and
this
Sonic
is
went
so
to Amy
fucked
quick
up.
and did not stop on the way.
Hey, Amy! Why don't you go telling Rouge about how hard we kiss,
Smiley emoji in the
parenthesis?
dialogue.
Said Sonic with a smile on his face that meant that he did not care that Amy did this, but really wanted her to, because it made him look cooler.
What?
Actually, Rouge was telling me about the problems with your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out about in your English
The
class.
deepest voice in the fucking
Wow,
video.
was Sonic surprised. He did not know what to say.
That's crazy.
End of chapter 1.
Wow. This
Chapter
is
2.
this is better than the Sonic movie.
This is sad, man. This is sad. The rest of the day for Sonic was awful. So bad it was that Sonic went home and went right to the bathroom and took a big poop. It was a mad
Is this his first
poop
time reading
because
it as he's recording
went
it?
out fast. It shooted out of his butthole so fast that it was like a gun shooting. His poop stung so much that even the neighbors could smell it. That the neighbors could even smell it, and they had a meeting at night about what to do about it, and they decided that they would just put fans on outside, and if it really started to smell again, they would do something else. So Sonic pooped and went up to his room and shouted into his pillow.
How is he existing in that room with it smells that bad? For the
Sonic shouted
neighbors.
loud. and he heard a knock at the door.
The neighbor's complaining about your smelly shit.
Asked Sonic's mum.
Nothing said Sonic.
Said Sonic. Okay, just keep it down because I'm trying to watch the TV.
Is she not going to complain about the smell?
Said Sonic's mum to Sonic, and left without saying anything else. Sonic was in his room still, so he looked out of the window and saw Tails flying there with
it's
his
Tails.
flying tail.
That's horrifying. Oh, that's a fucking horrifying way to show his flying tail. I really hate
Sonic,
that.
are you
Oh, I
okay?
hate that a lot.
Asked Tails.
I was worried
That's
about
awful.
you, Sonic.
Sonic
was
was less
worried
mad
about
because
you,
Tails was
Chatty.
always nice and smart and didn't care that Sonic left his pawns around his room so he could think about kissing and doing sex on Amy.
Kissing and doing
Please
sex
be
on
happy.
Amy.
Said Tails.
Chatty, do you think about
Are you
kissing and
there?
doing sex on me?
Sonic went to the window and opened the window. Sonic grabbed Tails and put him on the bed because Sonic is strong too.
This day was the worst.
Said Sonic.
Everyone thinks I am a gay loser all because I gave them my journal.
Sonic cried a little and Tails put his-
Wait. Guys, this is like pure cinema. The addition of this in the background is like the detail that was put into this movie and the love, it just like leaks through the screen. And I feel like we really need to stop and appreciate that. That Amy Berry.
All because I gave them my journal.
Sonic cried a little, and Tails put his hand under his face to catch the tears.
He
Tears
would love
can stain
Amy
the
even
carpet.
if she was a fat
But
whore.
by the way, Tails hugged Sonic and said,
I am
Aw.
always here for you.
Wait, Yowie?
The prom is tonight, also.
Are you gonna ask Sonic to prom?
Wow, I forgot.
said Sonic. Sonic ran to his closet fast and pulled out his prom uniform. It's a tuxedo. And put it on fast,
Is our limo here yet, Tails?
said Sonic while looking at Tails.
Why is he just assuming they got a
Said
limo?
Tails right back.
Stop, it's
Let's
horrifying!
go!
And Sonic went outside with Tails,
Yes.
who was also
The
in prom
fucking
clothing, and they
creepiest smile
went
you've ever
outside
seen.
and
No,
got in
it
the
looks
limo.
exactly like the Twitch smile. It looks
limo
exactly
is
like
broken.
that.
Said the limo driver, who looked like a... Oh,
Yes.
jeez, okay, I'm changing that. Sonic and Tails got out of the limo and asked the limo driver if they could fix it.
Nope. The limo.
It has no face! Chatty, it has no face! I love that you can tell that this was edited. It's literally just the front, but like they removed all the facial features so that it looks like the back. It has no face!
Is broken eternally.
Said the limo driver. Wait, how did he get here?
Oh my god, thank you.
Great cinematic brain rot.
I agree. I love this. This is what React Saturday is all about. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
The limo is broken eternally.
Said the limo driver. Wait, how did he get here? So Sonic grabbed Tails' hand and said, let's go, and ran all the way to the prom, which was on an island called Ghost Island.
I thought it was going to be like Epstein Island. I was like, whoa, whoa,
This
whoa.
place is scary.
Said Tails. Ghost Island was really scary. It was shaped like a skull, and everything looked like it was dead.
The shoes!
Sonic looked at Tails.
Yeah, it is.
Said Sonic.
Hydration?
Why would they put the prom on this island?
That is
Said
weird.
Tails.
I don't
sure you
see
got the right
anyone else
place?
from the school here.
Tails and Sonic were both worried about it all. Sonic and Tails walked forward,
Oh, nice
and
house!
there was a haunted
Is it like
house.
a creepy themed prom? That would
Sonic
be
and
so
Tails
cool.
went into the haunted house, and it was
I regret that I didn't go to the gothic emo high school so that I could have had a goth emo prom. Instead, I think the theme of the prom, the one prom that I went to, it was like Great Gatsby themed, and I don't even think it succeeded at being Great Gatsby themed.
spooky.
No
Sonic saw
emo
a
prom
ghost.
for me. Life sucks.
And
Why
Tails
live?
saw a mummy.
What the
There was
fuck?
a man laughing too.
Did you have fun? Absolutely not.
Tails, now you are both here.
I went with a friend from drama class, speech and debate, and she was having a great time. She was dancing and stuff, and I was just standing there awkwardly because I didn't know what to do with my body. And I was like, wait, why did I go to a party? And then I remembered, I said, oh, right. Because my aunt wanted to take pictures of me in a prom dress and post them on Facebook. and I spent, I think, exactly an hour and called my grandma to get me home early.
And fallen right into my trap,
said the man,
Total waste of a $300 dress.
It was Eggman.
Eggman, why you're here?
Asked Sonic and shouted at Eggman.
Are you here for the Chaos Emeralds?
Sonic shook his fist at Eggman, and Tails ran at him. But what an idiot he was, because a cage fell down on top of the sky and trapped Tails.
No, Tails!
You're doomed now,
said Eggman.
But now you have pictures of it, which you'll have here forever. Funny that you say that, because my aunt, she went to get me makeup done because I didn't know how to apply makeup myself. Yes, I'm a femcel. Anyway, so she went to have somebody do my makeup for me, and guess what? The lady who did my makeup, she was like an Asian woman, and she only had a very specific shade of foundation. So I was literally orange. And it was super obvious because my arms were out and you could see on my neck that it was extremely white skin on my neck, and then my face was orange. So the whole day was completely fucked.
the graveyard of you.
Sonic was shocked,
Yeah, Orange
but did
Lucy
not run
was real.
forward because he did not want to get caught too. But what if Eggman did not have
I'm
another
sorry, Lucy, it's over. Okay, let's let bygones be bygones. And, well, that's the story of why I never went to prom again. I never went to my senior prom.
Sonic did not know, so he went to the side into a different room. This room was smaller and had carpets and wallpaper. It was still scary though. Sonic said,
Yeah.
I need to find a way out and to save Tails.
Eggman laughed and pointed at Sonic.
I really thought him having, like, diseased balls would be way more important to the story, but I'm guessing instead of it being about his diseased balls, the story was more about, like, wow, they're so mean for making fun of his journal. But I feel like we could have talked about that more. Like, I really want that plot line solved.
Great decision.
Dude, that sounds based! Hakabusa, thank you so much for the 2 months!
I kissed Amy, and now you can never date her again, because I am going to do sex to her tonight.
No!
No, this cannot be real!
Said Sonic. Sonic knew that he had to do something. But what? Ad time.
Oh.
We now pronounce you ideal candidate 420, President of the United States of America. Wait!
Is that the Bloodborne guy?
Hold
Is that
the
John
inauguration.
Bloodborne?
I have right here the President-elect's internet search history. Give it here. Wow, this is bad. I hereby declare you not the president, and instead sentence you to live on Virgin Island.
Oh my
now
god.
Your opponent.
Dude, imagine introducing yourself and you're like, hey, my name is John Bloodborne and I live on the the Virgin Islands, and everyone's like, ha ha!
Loves to smoke crack 666 will be in charge. Oh no, what have I done? Is this the future you really want? If only he had used NordVPN.
So true.
NordVPN
So true.
keeps your web traffic safe.
So true.
And lets you view region-locked
Oh my
content.
god, so
Look at
fucking
all
true.
these channels.
Guys, we need VPNs
Wow, now I don't
because
have to go to the theater.
we're
Oh, wait,
actually getting
stop that.
censored.
But Internet Historian, I am but a humble gamer. I cannot afford a VPN that has unlimited bandwidth and works in such places as China. That's where you're wrong. Go to nordvpn.com/internethistorian and use the code internethistorian
Don't worry,
to get
Daddy.
75% off.
I'm letting it play.
Use code Internet Historian.
Okay.
Why did
I'm
he make a
convinced.
clanker say it?
Wow, it worked. And now I'm the president. Also, it made me 75% more attractive, and my parents are no longer getting a divorce. God bless nordvpn.com/
Didn't you hear that YouTube was banning, like, clanker-made content? They're also racist.
Internet Historian. Ad over. Chapter 3. Sonic ran the fastest, right to Dr. Eggman, right through his traps, and jumped at the floating platform that Eggman was standing on.
I'm coming for you!
Wait, why
Said
were we
Sonic,
using
and he
real
jumped
Sonic
up,
clips now?
right to the platform and got so close.
I feel betrayed.
But fell because it was just too high to reach, even for Sonic. Sonic said, damn, and ran up the staircase that was in the middle of the big room that were under Eggman. Sonic ran to the top, and at the top he jumped again from a higher spot. and this time reached the platform because it was easier to get to. Now you are mine, shouted Sonic right
Now you're
into
mine.
Eggman's ear.
I am not going to fall
Wait,
this
this
easily.
is Sonic
Said
Eggman Yowie.
who then grabbed a crystal remote
have to
control
exist,
out of
right?
his pocket and pressed a button on it that made a dome of lasers around Eggman.
Get out of here.
Yelled Eggman.
I
Get
am
outta
Eggman,
here.
and I will have my way with the treasures of this island.
Said Eggman.
It
Eggman
really
flew
is
up
an
higher
Epstein
on his
Island.
platform, and Sonic had already fell from the lasers that were on the floating platform. So Sonic didn't get to go too. Eggman disappeared into a purple and black portal at the top of the ceiling, and Sonic was left
Sonic
at the
is
bottom
dead.
of the room.
It's over.
On the middle of
He
the
failed.
stairs.
I didn't expect this movie to take such a controversial direction.
Amy still has to be here somewhere, and I need to get Tails out of that locked cage.
Said Sonic, thinking about what he should do next. Sonic ran up the stairs really fast and down the hallway at the top of the stairs on the second floor. Sonic picked a door and ran into the door. The room Sonic ran into had a big picture of an old man on it, and he looked just so old that it looked like seeing a skeleton right there. Sonic said,
This man probably died ages ago.
That's Reggie?
And left all
What?
his money
I can't
from
tell.
being
That's
in
like
real
abstract
estate
impressionist
to
art.
his sons who built this place.
Sonic thought this was not the right room to be in, so he left it and went into the next room. This was the right room
Amy,
to be
no!
in. Sonic knew immediately. There was a big red bed, and Amy was tied with rope around her feet and hands, and there was another
How did
rope
that
around
happen
her
to
head
her?
with a lock in her mouth, so she couldn't open it or say
A
anything
lock
at all.
in her mouth?
Sonic
A
ran
lock?
right to the bed and untied Amy with his
A whole
sonic
lock
speed,
in her mouth.
I'm so glad you're here.
said Amy.
This prom is not turning out like I hoped it would when I bought this dress.
Amy was wearing a pretty red dress that was like what she normally wears, but longer.
Oh my god,
and there
that
were
makes it
two
special.
flowers on the shoulders.
So sexy.
Amy's dress also made her boobs look bigger, Sonic noticed.
Hot.
Sonic thought for a moment that this was the perfect moment to get her to give
Get her to
sex
give
him,
sex to
but he
him.
did not do it because Tails still needed help,
Wait,
Where's
his
the key to
principal's
open
real?
Tails' cage?
said Sonic to
Sonic
Amy.
is such a good guy.
We need to open Tails' cage. He can't get out the cage.
Is it like a chastity cage?
I saw Eggman putting
Oh, wait,
a key
no, we
in
saw
the
the
safe
cage.
behind the picture in the room you were just in.
That is a
said Amy.
So let's go
amazing
get it.
sentence.
Amy and Sonic ran into the next room, and Sonic got there first, of course he did. Sonic
Behind
punched
the
his
Reggie
big, strong
picture.
hand right into the painting like a bodybuilder,
Holy
and
shit.
found the safe behind the painting,
This safe needs a password.
said Sonic.
What could it be?
Sonic thought long and hard about everything he knew about Eggman.
69.
Sonic knew Eggman was a gay asshole who always ruined Sonic's plans to be a hero. And now he ruined Sonic's
I find it impressive that this fanfiction was written without a single slur included.
prom. Sonic tapped on his brain and thought harder,
Maybe the password is his name.
said Amy. It was not, and Sonic knew that before Sonic put it into the lock,
Tch, I love her for her body.
thought Sonic. Sonic thought harder and had an idea.
What if the password is SAOHC SDLAREME?
What the hell?
Finally shouted Sonic
What
at
the hell?
Amy next to
Huh?
him.
What?
Amy, who was there, said,
What does
I'm
that mean?
Amy. I'm literally Amy.
Sonic's girlfriend, just to clarify, was confused.
Just to clarify.
It is Chaos Emeralds backwards. What he really wants but messed up so we would not guess it.
Screamed
Oh my
Sonic
God.
so happy.
How did we not know that? How did
Sonic
we not
typed
know
the password
that?
into the safe,
How
and
how
would you
did we
know
not
it,
notice
it
that?
popped open, and
Are we
there was this
stupid?
big key.
Are we
so
dumb?
Sonic took it. Sonic ran down the stairs, and then Amy did, and Sonic opened Tails' cage, and Tails got out.
I am so glad to be safe once again. Thanks to you, Sonic. The day is saved.
Tails was smiling bigger than a crocodile, having a silly dream.
I hate that.
But Sonic was not.
I hate that
Oh,
so much.
What is wrong, Sonic? Everything is right
hate
now.
it.
said Sonic.
No, it isn't.
Said Sonic, so mad and sad.
Eggman got away without a real punishment for what he did.
Sonic shook his face at the sky, thinking about how Eggman slipped away like a slippery balloon
tweaking.
that Sonic let go of.
But we are all safe.
Amy said.
No, we're
That
not.
is what really matters.
Sonic figured out right then that Amy's superpower must have been being nice, because like he knew before, it wasn't being smart, which Tails was best at, and Sonic is also good at too. But Sonic did not think about how his day at school was bad anymore, because his balls did not even really itch anymore.
Stop! Why is he trying?
Sonic laughed, Tails laughed, Amy laughed, and
Thank
they
God
went
they
home
finished
ready
the
for the
Paul's
next day.
plot line. The plot
of high
thread has
school.
been solved. That was... Wow. That was incredible. That was peak. I can't believe what we just witnessed. We are so lucky to live in this time where we can watch amazing content like this, Chatty. Not a single thing about that was in any way contrived or cliche or poorly written. Every single thing was wrapped up neatly in a bow. It even circumvented expectations by not ending with a fight out against Eggman. It was perfect. It was the perfect movie. I never thought I would see a movie so perfect, but I'm glad I got to watch it with you, Chatty. I'm glad I got to watch it with you. Okay, we can watch one more video. It's a lot of choices. It's a lot of choices. Primitive technology tiled roof hut. Like, why does this have 90 million views? Chatty, is this like a male-coded thing? This is like a male-coded thing where we just like watch this. Yeah. It's ASMR. Oh, this is like ASMR for people. Evangelion in 5 minutes. Yeah, let's watch the Evangelion.
I wonder when my dad reached out to me after he abandoned me 14
Evangelion.
years ago.
Oh my god, it really is like, oh my god, that suit is cool as shit.
Shinji, a giant monster is attacking the city. We built this giant robot
It
so you
happens.
could fight it.
I thought my dad wanted to reconnect and get lunch or something.
No, I actually hate your guts, but you're the only one that can pilot this thing. Get
He
your
looks exactly
butt in
like
my
him.
robot.
No! I will
The costume design is insane.
All right, get the other pilot instead.
So after I watch this, I never have to watch the original anime, right? I can just like I've seen the movies, and so now I can just watch this, and I never need to watch the anime.
God damn it.
Oh, did she sound that hot when she's in pain?
Okay, I'm inside the Evangelion entry plug and I'm ready to go.
LCL liquid filled. Launch unit 1.
It's the amniotic fluid.
All right, let's get acquainted with these controls here.
Getting his ass beat. Fucking blowing fire. Did Disney make this live action? About the same level of quality. You know what? Actually, it's an insult to these people for saying that it's like a Disney live action.
It's going berserk.
We've done it.
The action is insane. This is like Michael Bay could never.
It's gonna self-destruct. Awesome, you beat the angel. However that happened.
She's an alcoholic. How quirky.
Wait, I live with you?
Yeah, but don't worry, I won't take advantage of you or anything.
Don't worry, I'm not a creepy weirdo who would sex on a teenager or anything.
Oh my god, I was just joking.
Was that a penguin?
New pilot's here.
Asuka's arrived.
Who is this geek? I have to pilot an Ava unit next
Asuka!
Kaji?
Oh, hey, Masato.
She's everything to me.
No, just escorting Asuka here, not Adam.
Who's Adam?
Asuka.
So you kids living with Misato now?
Yeah.
You still toss and turn in bed?
Ew.
God,
Oh no.
that? Listen, more monsters
The
are coming,
wigs
and
for
all of
me.
you need to
$10
work together.
Amazon wigs.
Together.
Oh, they're so cute! Wait, they're friends.
Sup, Shinji? Good job fighting those monsters. Thanks, Toji. Sorry I crashed.
Can anyone explain the phenomenon of like every anime main character has to have a group of just 2 friends in their high school who are side characters?
It's all
But
good.
it happens every single time. The names are amazing as well. Big ass spider angel. Ball angel painted like a zebra. Holy!
Man, fighting these monsters is tough.
They're called angels, moron.
I gotta put appreciation into the amount of effort that went into these mecha suit costumes.
Yes, it is tough. That's why America's sending us another Ava unit to help you guys out. Oh look, here it comes now.
This is a high quality shitpost.
That thing looks messed up.
Nah, it should be all good. Oh, never mind, it's an angel. Go ahead and kill it, Shinji.
Alright, I will. As long as there's no pilot inside.
Oh man.
Oh, this is awkward.
No! This was my chance to prove I'm the best pilot!
Shinji, it's all on you.
There's no one I know in there, right?
Nothing bad will happen here, right? What? Is Ray always dying or moaning or screaming?
Confirmation it's not one of my friends in there?
That's her role?
Still trying to get more info.
Maybe she is the perfect woman.
Our pilot cannot function. Activate the dummy plug autopilot system.
What's going on?
Stop!
I know I let you down. I've been a fool to myself.
Oh my god!
Shinji, nobody told you. Oh my gosh, the pilot of Unit 3 was your friend.
Wait, you mean Toji, right?
Yeah, Toji.
Don't worry, I've seen this clip on YouTube.
I'm never piloting Evangelion again!
You disappoint me. I assume we'll never meet again.
Dad, you suck! I like Mom better than you, and she's been dead my whole life! I'm so done with these guys.
He
They
had
probably
no
won't ever
reaction.
even need me
Light
again
work.
Not
anyways.
so fast, Doomcock. I'm not losing this time. I'm better than that Shinji nerd.
So true. Oh.
Shinji, what are you doing here?
Just refusing to pilot an Evangelion unit ever again. What about you?
Holy base. You know what? He was based for
all I
that.
can do, but there's something more important that only you can do.
Like what?
Well, there's a being called...
Wasn't this guy also just another sexual harasser, but like a guy instead? And like Misato was the female adult sexual harasser, and this guy was the male adult sexual harasser. I think Shinji just had like a lot of bisexual panic and a lot of problems going on in his brain.
Adam held beneath Nerf headquarters, and if that angel comes in contact with it, it'll trigger the annihilation of all humanity. So maybe try to not have that happen.
You probably don't even need my help anyway.
There goes Ray with a nuke.
And in 2 months, that'll kill her!
No! Ray's dying again!
Oh, dang, that failed.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Fine, I'll do it!
What are you doing here?
I am the pilot of Evangelion Unit 1! Dad! The batteries run out! Come on!
How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? How do you send out the fucking mecha with low battery? How do you fuck that up?
Come on! Everyone's gonna die! Come on! Do something! Come on!
Things are happening. Oh, he's powering up. He's powering up. Wait, what? What happened to the battery?
Ew, what the? It's finally happened. It's become self-aware. It's sentient!
Yes, I love this. For mysterious reasons, I love this.
What the hell? The dad's got a weird fetish, doesn't he?
Oh my god, Shinji, you merged with the Evangelion. Where are you, Shinji?
Anywhere can be heaven if you choose to live.
Shinji, where are you? Let's go. Just what the hell is an Evangelion? I'll show you. This was the room where we first made Ava. In this room, Shinji, your mother disappeared and was absorbed into Unit 1. But she believed this project would save humanity.
No
Many had tried to
way.
stop us, including Kaji, who was actually a spy for the Japanese government. We just had him killed a few minutes ago. What?
Kaji died? No, he didn't. That didn't happen.
You think that's confusing? Hold
Off
on to your
screen.
Remember when Ray blew up earlier? This is where we'll get her another body or whatever spare
Oh,
part
shit.
she needs. Ray has a soul, but these are empty vessels.
Terrifying Barbie dolls.
Hold on, you're losing me. Inside each Ava is a salvaged human soul. Ray has one.
God, Evangelion was so great when I understood it after hours of reading the wiki. Many such cases with many such movies and content for me.
Too, but these are empty husks. They have no right to live.
Okay, so my mom's soul is probably in Unit 1. Wait, what are you doing?
They're just things. They have no souls, so I'm destroying them.
This is weird. I'm out. Nothing
I feel like I'm understanding the anime more than I ever have before.
Are you Shinji?
Wait, it's that guy.
Everyone knows your name. You're like the most famous pilot ever.
Wow, thanks.
The way you said thanks has affected me so much.
Oh.
I love you. I'm sorry.
I mean, I like you.
I would love to be friends.
That sounds
You are worthy of my grace.
We say they created Nerve to serve us. However, now it is only serving Gendo.
That is super lame. We must take Nerve back.
Good thing we sent the final angel in human form right into Nerve headquarters.
Yeah, that was a good idea, Scott.
Thanks, man.
Let's get the show on the road.
An angel is controlling Unit 2.
An angel?
It's over. It's over.
He can't be the last angel. That guy was my
Damn,
friend.
Asuka's a cop.
Anyway, go kill him.
I must see the first angel
Paolo
Adam who's
figuring
being
for
kept
me.
down here. But first, I must give a speech about human sorrow. Shinji, good, you're here. So much for my speech about human sorrow. I guess I'll just merge with Adam and wipe out humanity. Whoosh.
Holy based?
Wanna see me
Oh
start
my god.
Third Impact? Wait,
Wait, that's actually a terrifying rendition.
Oh, the old switcheroo. Thanks, Shinji. I wanted you to grab me. You should kill me.
Karu, why?
Because I'm an angel sent to wipe out humanity. But I just fell for the old switcheroo, so maybe I should die.
We were supposed to be best friends forever.
I think all of humanity should be best friends forever.
Bro's actually Jesus, what? Squish him! Like a bug, like a bug, like a bug! He can't do it, he's gay. He's having gay thoughts. Oh. He fought the gay thoughts and he won. This is all symbolism. This is all symbolism for how Shinji's not gay because he's back in the closet because he rejects the thoughts that make him gay.
He's a secret monster? Right, where am I? Yeah, okay, I'm over this. Shut up!
Why is this kid always fucking naked? Instrumentality is beginning. Don't ask me how, but that
It's
was our
symbolism.
master plan to merge all souls together and
easier to
eliminate
draw characters
loneliness.
without
So the guy's gotta be naked? Shit's about to get weird.
This photography is making me realize I'm very lonely.
Why do you pilot Ava?
Because I'm a little bitch and I can't really do anything else. Rain sucks, evening sucks, morning sucks.
Hey, look at this.
He's
That's
so
me
right.
floating. This is weird.
Hold on, look. See, now you're walking around. Look at that.
Wait,
Did we
wait,
run out of money to finish
this is high
this?
quality.
He's trying to show you that you can change your world internally at any point.
I wish someone would have just said that. Maybe if I decide not to be a little bitch, I don't have to be. Maybe I can love myself and tell myself
I've never
I'm
thought about that
badass.
before.
Anywhere can be heaven if you choose to live. And I want to live.
I'm convinced I need to watch the anime. The movies are not going to work for me anymore.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm your mom.
Because you look like Ray.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Thank you all so much.
You look like Ray. Now I feel really weird about wanting to have sex with her so many times. Congratulations! I love that for an ending. What do you mean? I can't wait for it. Can't wait.
The end of Evangelion. きっと前向きなエピソードになるよね。
Yes, the Japanese is accurate.
Asuka, wake up! I need
This is
you!
the scene where he has the cum on his hand! Pink! Pink!
Karu's dead! You're all I have left!
It's so fucking funny. It's so fucking funny. He's like, I'm so fucked up.
Allergies, I'm all fucked up.
The last angel is just defeated.
Awesome!
We can now begin the process of human instrumentality.
Yes, the plan to artificially evolve mankind. We can use that weird Lilith thing to do it.
Nah, we'll kill all humans and make them be reborn as one. We'll just use EVA Unit 1 since it's so powerful.
I think the death plan sucks.
You suck.
Dude, they left the Discord call. That's fucking disrespectful.
They're gonna kill everyone! Sele's come to shut us down.
Protect the Ava pilots! Put Asuka inside Unit 2, and then find Shinji!
He's being a little bitch again.
Not even fake gun noises,
Found
just
the pilot. Commencing elimination. Sorry, bucko. Nothing personal.
Same to you, bucko. We need to get you to Unit 1.
Misato is like his parent, but she's grooming him.
Don't wanna die. 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 I don't wanna die!
I think she's gonna die.
Relax, I'm not gonna let you die.
Mom? You've been here all along?
Wait, that's
Totally.
sad.
Gotta be a mom. Now check this out.
I understand Ava now. My mom's soul was always here protecting me, and that's awesome.
That's awesome, not weird and creepy.
Unit 2 has awakened.
Remember when we made a bunch of mass production Evangelion units without telling anyone about it?
Yeah, send those to kick
Apparently, Mommy Misato is like only 28. Do you not know how age works for women? She's basically dead.
Tight, I like birds.
Aw, man, they're Ava's. I've got 3.5 minutes to kill these things. That's 20 seconds each.
That's enough time. That's plenty. Asuka, she's our girl. If she can't do it, then that's probably just a plot point and planned, and it's fine. It's not her fault that they wrote it that way. She's totally goated with the sauce.
You're bleeding.
Oh, I just stubbed my toe. This will take you to Unit 1. From now on, you're on your own.
I'm
Your days of grooming
Listen, I
are
found out that
done.
They're going to use the Evangelions to initiate third impact, which will bring about human instrumentality.
What?
Humans came from Lilith, angels came from Adam. This whole thing has been a big competition or some shit.
This is the worst pep talk I've ever had.
My
What the
point is,
fuck?
you can destroy the Avas and stop instrumentality from happening.
You don't understand. I'm depressed.
Oh my god, shut up!
Get over yourself! Holy shit!
We'll do even more when you get back.
Okay, but I'm a 14-year-old boy.
Oh, because you look older.
But Shinji, you're so mature for your age.
Shot to death, this sucks! At least it can't get any worse.
Not much time left. You gotta make this count.
Oh. The reenactment of the action, how accurate is it, Chatty? Oh. Oh my god, she's got a crazy shield.
Oh my god,
I've
Unit 2
seen
is
this
down.
gif before. Oh my god, are they eating it?
Oh my god, they're eating her! No! They're feasting like it's some Cracker Barrel shit! Oh lord, it's like Thanksgiving from hell!
I should probably not run away! Okay, where's Asuka?
The burp, it adds so much to it.
Now it's
That's it. That's it. That's the movie. No.
Ray, it's time to initiate third impact ourselves.
Cool.
Cool.
Aw, dude, they're already giving my son the holy stigmata. We gotta hurry this shit up. I've got the Adam embryo embedded in my hand here. I need to give it to you somehow. Maybe I could.
What
put
the
it in your boob
fuck
or
is
something.
that?
Shinji rules. You suck.
Oh. Is that why Ray looks like that? Did you know they told Ray to sing the ending song Fly Me to the Moon as if she were strangling a kitten?
What is happening?
I think about that a lot.
What? Hello? Someone could let me know what's going on?
Dude, are you serious? Ray just gave Shinji the power of God? This sucks!
What do you wish for, Shinji?
What do I wish for?
to have sex with Asuka. That's what the beginning of the movie was about. We gotta bring it back.
It's like when I played the cello for the first time.
The fuck does this have to do with playing the cello?
I don't know.
No way. Mods ban him. Kill him.
What are you, stupid? Who is this geek? Dork moron.
Dork!
Puny worm isn't anything to look at.
Shinji sucks.
I'm starting to think people hate me.
Well, I actually hate your guts.
Shut!
You
This is how it feels, by the way. To be me.
I think they could have said all that a lot nicer.
Why aren't you guys nice to me?
Because we all think you're a pathetic dumbass.
Well, you know what? You can just die then! Oh, shit.
If the world doesn't care about me, I'll just go
Dun,
away.
dun,
And they should go away
dun,
too.
dun,
Really,
dun,
all around. Everyone sucks.
dun,
This is crazy. This
dun,
giant ape thing is coming out of the earth. E.T. feels down. I've always had a crush on Masato. Maybe she likes me too.
Wait, why is the guy kind of killing it? Wait, why is he putting his whole pussy into that?
I really miss my wife.
You're a shitty dad. Actually, a shitty person.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
How
fair.
the hell did I get here? Oh, God! Oh, my God!
Is this anime basically just one big aura farm?
I don't know.
Want to see a world
One
without
big
you?
aesthetic project?
Wow, you're right. I'm not in any of the stock footage at all. Is this where the dream begins or ends?
Oh, that's a lot. Oh. I think she might be bleeding out.
What the f is going on?
We return to the primordial soup. All life is now one entity. This is
That
the world
shirt.
we wished for.
Those
Wait, when you gave me
shirts!
the power of God, you were serious?
Yeah.
Well, I thought everyone hated me, so I made us all die.
Well, we merged into one consciousness.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Jesus.
So you really want to bring everyone back again?
Maybe everyone will hate me. Maybe they won't. But I want to see them again because you know what?
You know
At
what?
least my feelings were real.
Wow.
Set everything back to the way it was. Let people decide if they want to return or not. That seems fair.
The creepy ass mannequin.
Everything will be all right. Anywhere can be heaven as long as you choose to live.
Thanks, Mom.
What the fuck? What? Huh?
Well, I did it. I set everything back to normal. Well,
It looks, yeah, everything's fine now.
Seems like a pretty dark ending for a Mega 64 video.
Well, I didn't write it.
Barf.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. Hydration. JCD, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I'm sold! I'm sold! The movies are nothing like that. I watched all three. Why are the movies completely different from the anime? Why are they completely different? I really thought the movies were supposed to be like a remake of the anime, kind of like the same way the Code Geass movies were. They're not. And now I feel like I don't know anything about the series, even though I watched all the fucking movies. So what now? The first one is? What the hell, bro? What the hell? It's a sequel. It's an alternate universe. What the fuck is going on in this fucking series, dude? Okay. I guess I have to watch it. I guess I have to watch it. Just add it to the fucking list. Add it to the fucking list. Anyway, I'm not going to raid anyone. I'm not going to. I'm feeling selfish and evil. I'm just gonna keep chatty, okay? More? You mean 4 movies, right? Wait, there's another one? I've only seen 3. I didn't know there was another one. Fuck me, dude! That's too many damn movies! That's too much shit. No, I need to watch the original so I know what happened. And I need to see The Grooming for educational purposes to learn about the bad things, the bad things that happen in the world. I don't think Misato is sexy at all, and I don't have a problem. But Chatty, thank you so much for spending today with me. I had a good time. I'm literally going to go run and sleep and enjoy my eat because I am very sleep deprived by my own bad choices. My own bad decisions got me here, and I have to start course correcting now. Get ahead of the curve so that I can be a better streamer next week. It was the first week back from me being sick and going to a concert. I hope you liked it. And I love you, Chatty. Thank you for being so patient and waiting for me and talking to me and being here with me. I appreciate it every single time. Very much love. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. And I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye-bye, my Chatty. Bye-bye.